Gooch's hairy asshole. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Everflow.
The Everflow.
The Everflow. That's where...
Everflow the asshole.
Frisk is back.
Yay! If you couldn't notice. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 7. Welcome back, Frisk. We had a lot to catch up on. Last week, Frisk missed the episode, but she's here this week. We have a little bit of recapping to do for Frisk, and then we're going to level up their characters. A couple of them have already leveled up.
Yeah.
But I believe Frisk and Brad, they need to level up. So they hit, because you guys hit level 4.
Yay.
So, welcome back, everyone. Happy Sunday. TwitchCon's in a couple days. We get to all see each other and drink, except for Brad and Connor, because they hate us.
Me and Connor get to see each other and drink, because we're going to have our own
Yeah.
TwitchCon in my bedroom.
Yeah. It's going to happen. Connor's gonna finally make a move on Brad, and Brad's gonna be like, "Oh, I was just joking. Like the whole time I was joking."
We're gonna dress up.
I'm not
Miami
actually-
Blossom and Carlias roleplay session live on my free cams. It's gonna be like a.
Nope.
It's like an OVA of Dust
An
Veil.
OVA.
Like a sexy OVA of Dust Veil.
Oh my god. I will pay for that. I will pay
I know
for
you
like
would.
an actual
Pay for
live in-person reenactment of just like the scene beforehand. Or the scene from the window
Yeah.
where Carlias is banging him and from the window he's looking down at Jesse's character. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would pay for that to be animated. That would be hilarious.
What a great.
Anybody in the chat?
What a-
Like,
what a-
We
what a
unfortunately
great-
lost OMG Vandy. We got Team Rocket James.
Hey, it's Team Rocket
so-
James. everyone.
Hey.
We're gonna steal. That's like a half dab. That's her.
Wow.
because the other dab has to be from Jesse.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, there's a
I'm gonna
tail.
dye my hair red. Hi.
Mao.
Today there's gonna be a great bear attack.
That
little
was
bit of-
just a glaring out.
No.
little bit of cat
It
butthole.
was just a peek of just like,
So-
Jay, no, not this
The eye of
episode.
Sauron.
Look. This is a Lord of the Rings campaign. The Eye of Sauron is present and accounted for.
Yay.
All right, get down there. Get out of my life.
Brah.
Leave my life. All right.
Okay,
So,
bye.
how you guys been? What's been going on? What have you been doing? Frisk, how was Comic-Con?
Comic-Con was good. Comic-Con was basically PAX on a little bit of a larger scale, I would say.
Yeah.
With more famous people, art, comics, and merchandise.
So basically like PAX, but actually done right.
Actually, I think
vicious
PAX is a
attack.
little bit better.
Really?
Yeah, no, seriously. I like. I'm not one of those people who are just like, oh my gosh, he's a famous person. Wow, wow, wow. Sign my weenus. You like, I don't get all excited over, that. So I think that's why a lot of people enjoy Comic-Con, because they get that opportunity to meet, some people that they really want to meet that are famous. But for me, it was just it seemed like a lot of merchandise. It was mostly merchandise.
Yeah.
And there wasn't too much of a video game presence, so it was kind of non-existent. And yeah, it was.
That's
like
that kind of
nothingness.
reminds me of what's the con we went to together, Care? A week ago or a month ago? A year ago?
A week ago.
About
About a week ago.
Yeah. The
we went to
Toronto
PAX
one.
East.
The Toronto one.
Last year?
Yeah, that one. No, not EGLX.
Fan Expo.
Fan Expo. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
just
yeah.
it's just merchandise. The whole thing is merchandise.
No, it's not. It's just because we saw just the merch. We were in Artist Alley pretty much like 90% of the time. Like if you
I've
went
been
to any of
corrected.
the
It
other
wasn't just
places,
merchandise.
there's like a fuck ton of panels. There's a ton of famous people there. Like it's just like it's so packed. Like you
bunch
can't
of-
do anything.
Panels and famous people shilling merchandise.
Yeah. Like our booth was like the only video game booth there.
Ouch.
So
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I mean, that's damn.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah. Did you
Well,
meet
made it.
Stan Lee?
No, I didn't meet Stan. I didn't meet
Yikes.
Stan. I did find Wonder Wobear though. Oh
One-
man.
Is that the man that dresses up as Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Oh, fuck.
He's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
love him.
He was dressed up as Tinkerbell this year, so he was called Tinkerbear. And he was Tinkerbear, and I'm just like, my heart.
I love him. He's a
Yeah.
fantastic person.
He's
It's
so
funny how
sweet in
he's like
person.
a meme. He's an icon now.
Mhm.
Name a more, what's it?
Iconic duo.
Iconic duo. Thank you. Caroline is my meme creator this week. The official title. What about you guys? The rest of you? Not Brad, because Brad almost killed us.
I'm
on
an
Wednesday, so
official
fuck him.
esports professional player now.
Mhm,
And I will
mhm.
not have you look down on me, peasant.
That's fine. I mean, it's a lot of talk coming from 23rd place.
20 fucking third place out of 32 actual pro players is really not that bad considering we hid our way to 23rd place pretty much.
Did you hide in the bathroom?
That's
I
actually
think we
pretty
discussed this
impressive.
last time.
Though.
You hid in the bathroom.
Crawling through the grass.
I think I
the
did for a
whole
little
time.
while hide in the bathroom. We legit hid for quite a lot of it. I did down one guy. It was fucking cool. Proper pro dude. It was
Got him down on all floors. Yeah,
got
just
him down.
yeah,
Got him down.
This campaign is so gay. So fucking gay. I don't care what anyone says.
Come on.
There's Gorthes and Bigglesby, and now there's Zot and Brad. In the Zoom call, I'm like
Why
the
do both of them
mediator.
have to be like both of them me? Just
I mean, there's
I
a pattern for a reason.
There's a common denominator here, Zot. Maybe it's time to meditate a little bit.
Reflect
Cold
upon your
shower
sexuality.
before every
Yeah,
episode.
Table story where we force people to be gay, like Connor.
Yeah, it's true actually.
Are we really
Carlisle
forcing
was
him,
caught.
like-
Is it really forced?
I forced
If
Connor's
he's like
character to
willingly
become.
going for it, like
just-
he rolled for
I-
it, didn't he?
He did.
He
It
rolled
was a
whether
performance.
he
He was
gonna
like,
be gay
oh,
or not.
begrudgingly, but then he's like, I'm banging him against the window. Like, yeah, okay, all right.
Oh my
I mean, if
gosh.
you're gonna put in your effort into something, might as well go ham. I mean,
It was pretty good.
Hammer
And
salami.
sauces.
Have I ever told
Ham
you
and
about
sausage.
hamming?
Is that a British thing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Table story.
Hamming? What's
Table
that?
story is not the place.
I don't
Great,
wanna
now I
know.
gotta Google it.
First
Yeah.
soggy biscuit and now
What
hamming.
is
Oh.
hamming?
yeah. Make sure you Urban Dictionary that, because otherwise you're not gonna get the real
Urban
I'm gonna look up some
Dictionary.
images.
All right, I found it.
I don't even.
Hamming.
Don't
Acting
just-
excessively silly or wildly exaggerating.
Oh,
a
that's hamming it
stereotype
up.
for fun.
No.
Should I keep scrolling?
Oh
I wonder
god.
if I can find it. I'll see if I can find you it, Frisk, and I'll send you it along with.
The act of throwing or placing slices of meat on cars, houses, or houses.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun.
That's a thing.
Brad's version is throwing it on other
What a
men.
rebellion.
No, it's not. It's not in here. It's not in here, but I do
I don't
like
wanna
some of
do
them.
that, like-
The last
Right?
one. The last
So
one.
despicable.
Can we
The last
just go
one
get
is
like
so
cold
good.
cuts and
Like
put
back
it
in
on
the day,
someone's
what
car?
you light? What was it? Bags of shit on fire, and then you leave it on the front porch. Awesome, cool. But no, you kids are real badass with your ham. You're just hamming that shit up. Just here's a slice. Here you go.
Oh my god.
Fuck your meat.
Up.
Oh my
Back in
God.
my day, we threw bologna.
Gotta upgrade those
We were
lunch
too
meats.
poor to afford ham.
Oh my god.
This is who I DM every week. This is
I was about to say we
Yikes.
play D&D, don't we? I think.
yeah.
No, we
Well, I
don't.
mean, we always it's
We just
like
hang
a
out.
it's a table story thing now where we do half an hour of podcast D&D and then
I've
we
actually
do
cut-
D&D.
Cheers to that.
It's gonna be even longer because we need to level up.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you
will
you
be.
guys need to level up.
We should actually do that right now.
Professional D&D player.
Oh, wait,
and
I
guys,
think I
we
found
hit
it.
level 4.
Guys,
hit
at
level
level
We're
4.
making it.
Yay.
Garthus, actually, what feat did you take? Did you end up? You can
Great Weapon Master.
You took Great Weapon. Okay, because I was gonna say you can take Lucky, but you only get 1 point today,
Oh my
not 3.
God,
Fuck that.
I can cast spells. Oh my god, I
that.
just remembered how annoying it is to level up.
If I'm gonna have Lucky, I'm gonna have all 3.
No,
Go balls
I
deep. in
refuse. I'm not having 3 Lucky characters in this campaign.
I want
No.
Lucky Feet.
Connor wants to go balls deep in it, man.
Lucky
You can
is an
take
option.
Lucky, but you only get one point.
No,
not 3.
That's not what it says in the player.
I do believe that's a racism because he's a Goliath and you're just giving
If you
favoritism.
check page
No.
281 of the player's handbook, it technically states that you get 3. Come on,
My
who's
God.
I'll take 2.
Who
The
wants to-
second,
who
no,
wants to be that
we're not
guy?
bartering. You can take 2, but in 2 weeks, Kira steals your soul.
Hey, second character.
I mean,
The fact that I'm actually, I'm kind of weighing the pros and
fact-
cons there.
The pros and cons is you die. That's the only. You get lucky for 2 weeks and then you die.
Hey, I got
Seems about
lucky.
right.
Oh my god.
Oh, I only get an ability score improvement. I don't
Oh
get
my god, I'm so happy.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
level 4, you guys can take an ability score improvement or a feat.
any- Yeah.
What did you take, Zot? Did you take ability?
I took ability.
Okay. Kara, what'd you take?
For my thing? Hold
Yeah,
on.
did you just get another ability thingamajig?
No, I think I just got like more health. Yeah, leveling up to level 4 as a halfling and a ranger, it doesn't really do much.
Yeah, but you get to choose an ability score improvement or a feat. Did you do that?
Oh, I did. What did I do
You
here?
can do 2 points into something or 1 point into 2.
Yeah, I did that. I just can't remember what I did here. Hold on.
Yeah, my int is now 20, and then I think my
Oh,
charisma's 18.
yeah, I think I upped my wisdom. My wisdom
Okay.
and my intelligence
Okay. By 1?
by 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Frisk. So for your character, you get at another level. So roll a 1d8 plus your Constitution modifier. There we go, chat. I posted in Discord. Stop yelling at me.
So how do I do that?
Okay, so in chat, /roll space 1d8, and then do the plus symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And it's plus your con modifier, which is 0. So you just roll 1d8.
What just happened to me?
You get 1 health. Yeah, so you leveled up. That was
Good.
for your health roll. So now you, instead of having 15
Wow.
HP, you have 16 HP.
I thought I
So upset.
God,
Yikes!
damn.
Fucking
two potatoes.
yikes,
Um,
man.
2 potatoes.
And
Yay! I got
all right,
lots
you get
of
11. You get 11 health, Brad.
Screw
Frisk,
you, Brad.
help.
at level
Yeah.
4, at level 4, you can take an ability score improvement. So you can, in your major skills, your strength, dex, con, int, wisdom, charisma, you can improve one of them by 2 or 2 of them by 1, or choose a feat. Feats are kind of complicated, so I'd recommend doing an ability score improvement. But if there's anything like badass you want to do with your character that you've been wanting to do, a feat might be able to help with that. So for a bard, it might be worth to get like your charisma to 20 by putting a point in it, and then like putting another point in wisdom or something, or taking a feat or putting 2 somewhere.
Odds and evens as well. So an even number will be what rounds you up to like a plus. So for example, you have 19 in charisma. Once that becomes a 20, the 4 becomes a 5.
Yeah.
However, if it was going from 18 to 19, it would just remain a 4.
Yeah.
So,
So you can get a permanent +5 modifier to your charisma if you level that up.
I just did this. You could split them up. My strength was 15.
1 and 1.
My int was 19.
Well, I could
so
do 1
put
in
1 and 1.
Constitution and 1
but
In charisma, yeah,
charisma.
Knocks them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that works.
That would actually
Yeah.
work out really.
I just
So then
went
you
to
get a 12 in
20
con, and then you get a 20 in
And
charisma.
20 in charisma.
Yeah.
We just became epic levels. I just became a genius and slightly stronger somehow. So
I am the smartest man on the planet, so I don't know what you want.
How much health do you have now?
No, don't talk about it.
No, how much health do you have?
I don't want to talk about it.
I
okay, I
am the
think-
beefiest of halflings.
I mean,
Put it
if
this
you
way,
put...
I'm like 4 halflings
one-shot
in
me.
one.
I can one-shot myself. Put it that way. Any of my abilities, I can kill myself.
You can
Um,
accidentally just fireball yourself in the face.
And you also get
Oh.
1 extra spell that you can learn of 2nd or 1st level. Frisk.
I get
so-
an extra spell of... Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
so you know 1 more spell, and you can make that either 2nd or 3rd level. Or sorry, 1st or 2nd level.
Can I get a list of spells?
Yeah. The I in Roll20, the I in the top right, little information symbol. Search up
Mhm.
Bard spells by level. So with that, you can now cast the same amount of first level spells a day. But you can also cast one more second level spell a day. You can cast 3 of them a day now.
Mhm. Okay.
So if you want recommendations, let me know. If not, look through the level 2 spells and let me know. Brad, what do you get at level 4?
Just an ability score improvement and an extra spell.
I just realized I got a cantrip too.
So I took extra point in strength, extra point in int, and protection from good and evil because I've only just recently learned how fucking annoying that spell is when you're a DM. So I went with that one. Plus, we've seen a lot of undead shit down in the graveyard or whatever, so I like to justify some spells.
Yeah. Just trying to look through Bard spells at level 2. Like Enthrall is a good one if you're trying to distract a lot of people. There's Invisibility. Invisibility is a solid second level spell. Lesser Restoration, rather, if you haven't taken that, is a really good one. Suggestion. Or you can go back into the level 1 spells and you can choose one as well. Yeah, so you guys are...
Lesser Restoration sounds fantastic because I could potentially save somebody's life
Yes, please.
or ruin them. I like that.
No, please.
Okay, and we did do a long rest, so you guys get all of your spells, all of your HP back, everything like that. I'll add Lesser Restoration for you. Lesser Restoration. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. It's on your under 3rd level spells for you.
Magic Mouth. What that mouth do though?
Mending is a like kind of like a repair spell. It's not a heal, right?
Yep. It's to repair like a broken bag. You could theoretically repair a finger once it's fallen off. Like, counts as an object.
Does it actually,
wait,
even
you
though it's like flesh?
Once you're, I'd have to look up the specifics of it, but
Yeah, let me.
Okay, but it would
break
help.
Here and
it would help preserve it.
It would help preserve it or reattach
Should
it,
have
but
like-
It wouldn't help
heal-
reattach it.
or
No.
It wouldn't help reattach. Okay.
a wineskin. Breaker tear cannot be larger than 1 foot.
You can repair a foot.
It can't be larger than a foot. So I mean, I could do my hand. My hand's not as big as my foot.
Yeah, mending is for like gear, things like that.
Yeah.
There's not much. I feel like there's not much practical use for it in D&D unless you play with a DM that's like, oh, your armor is broken in half,
Mhm.
your AC goes down. I'm
listen
not that
to him.
mean yet.
He's lying to you. He's distracting you. He's trying to make you
Mhm.
take a thing.
Yeah. Brad just wants to preserve a hand so he can give it to the sewer creature.
Oh, I wish. That's the
Oh.
only
That
thing
was
that,
good.
No more.
Good.
I just realized no more evil sewer creature.
it saddens me greatly.
Shame.
Oh no, it still exists. Don't
Oh
think
no,
it
it's
goes
not.
away.
No,
Not
it
my
does not.
friend
If I don't
this
feel it,
time.
doesn't exist. That shit go on.
Are you talking about the guy
I
who
can't
paints?
see you. You can't see me.
No, the painter's still there, and I'm very interested in him.
Okay, so
I hate
Frisk,
him
you
so
actually
much.
get you get 4 extra health actually because you upped your con modifier.
Hallelujah! Oh,
Yeah.
thank goodness.
Because it went to a +1
Oh,
and that
no.
applies retroactively. Thank you, chat.
And now I'm actually the lowest potato.
Who saved my life? Taco Belmont. I love you.
Oh, it would be
I
Taco
love
Bell.
you. I love you, Taco Bell. Just to
And
let you know,
Bilbo.
I did just eat Taco Bell.
She was actually. I'm super jealous.
Yeah.
I want Taco Bell tonight. Whoa, hashtag ad.
Hashtag
Whoa.
ad.
Hashtag
Way to
ad.
bring this
That was
train
Okay, I got an
down.
emote for this.
Now we
Yeah,
have
there
to
you go.
put the
You have the hashtag ad.
title.
I have hashtag ad done.
Thank you, Bilbo, my chat rules lawyer.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness.
I don't think too much happens at level 4. You guys just get you're solid, Frisk. You're good. Brad, you've got your new spell and everything. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Frisk, don't forget to reset your bardic inspiration and your HP on your sheet because you did a long rest. On a long rest, you get all your spells back. You get your bardic inspiration back. You guys get half of your hit die back.
I don't
On
think we
a
even
long rest.
extended
I
it.
don't think we used any because we didn't
Okay.
take breaks.
We
'cause-
didn't take any. We
That
just
goes.
went.
Okay. I think I'm mixing Dustveil then. I think we did it on Dustveil this week.
Mhm.
So it's weird. The
I
campaigns are
think I'm okay.
bleeding in.
Oh, they're very
Um,
much bleeding in. You wait till
yeah.
Dust Veil fans.
Wait. So my HP
They are
is
very
currently
much
20
bleeding.
now because I gained 4, right? You said I gained 4?
Yep.
Okay. So,
You would've- yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Anyone out there a Dark Tower fan? Not the movie. The book.
No, I can't read those books, dude.
I like towers.
So they all have stuff from all of his books
Yeah.
in them, right? They're like a crossover event book of all of his other things. Fucking Dustveil's gonna have one of the hardest crossovers that we've ever done.
This
week.
Wednesday.
No, there isn't D&D this Wednesday.
Fuck!
Why not?
TwitchCon.
TwitchCon's Thursday.
TwitchCon is Thursday,
Stay
motherfucker.
Didn't-
Didn't,
Sleep
I want to say either Jesse or Tuesday said they wouldn't be here.
We will
they
have
leaving
to
on Wednesday?
see.
It's gonna be
'Cause I
good
know-
whenever it is. I don't care when it is.
Whatever happens, it'll be good.
It'll be good.
I don't know what's going on. Somebody's whatever. Anyways,
I'll send a
so-
message and we'll find out.
you guys ready? You guys ready to jump back into it?
No.
No.
Okay, well, I mean, fine. We'll just do.
Just keep
Can
talking.
we shoot the shit?
We'll just
I
do
wanna
podcast. No,
Excited.
no.
Who wants to pick my cantrip? I gotta pick a cantrip.
It's time to jump in.
Cantrip. What cantrips do you have? I want to pick one.
All right, I got acid splash, Blade
You're a
Ward.
Sorcerer.
chill touch,
I get
Fancy
5
lights.
bard.
Firebolt.
ins-
friends, light, mage hand, mending, message, minor illusion, poison spray, precipitation, ray of frost, shocking grasp, and true strike.
Ooh. Do you like? Wait, you've taken Firebolt, right?
I have firebolt, mage hand, minor illusion, precipitation, and light.
And light. I would do like acid splash or poison spray. Maybe ray of frost. I don't know.
Those are all indeed options. Yes.
I don't know. Shut up. I'm trying to help you. Like.
I think I'll do ray of frost. That'd be good.
Zot was in my chat today. Okay, he's just been spending too much time around a bag.
I've 2
Fucking-
nights in a row with Brad, and
It's
I
just ruining
already
him.
hate everyone.
You must never go
This
there.
is the worst.
Zotfa.
I rated you yesterday, and it was just like
true.
it was just like I was like, "Yeah, I get to hug you at TwitchCon." He's like, he's like, "I don't want that." Like,
People have cooties.
On the
Weird.
flip
Look,
side,
guys.
I did tell Vandy to come to England, and we can all get a massive room. So
that was true, and also, yeah,
we need a massive.
I don't know.
We'd all need a what?
I
so
didn't
what
know
is
what
it?
to make
What
of
is
that.
it?
Like,
What is it?
Okay,
You want
we're gonna
peop-
start the campaign
You
now.
want people to be
Yeah.
friendly, or you want people to not be friendly? What is it, Vandy? You
listen, I'm
you
like,
chameleon. That's what you are with your blue hair.
She's a lizard person.
She's
now.
a lizard.
become a lizard person.
Lizard people. I knew they existed on the internet.
All right,
Yeah.
you're not coming to the big room, just Jay. Jay, come to the big room. Bring Zot.
Yeah. Sorry, Care. I'm not flying out with you.
well, that's fine. Whatever.
Go on.
You know what?
Yikes.
I didn't even want to go to the big room. Like, it's fine.
I just wanted to play D&D in the big room. We just need a big room so we can have a big table. That's all. Like, fine, you can twist it with your twisted mind, your reptile.
All right.
Yeah, Tenchi told me that he won't be here Wednesday.
Ah, Tenchi.
That's fine. We'll write him out. He's under the campaign. Don't worry about
Ruiner.
it.
Game ruining.
Oh,
Right. So, where we left off last week, we all found you guys in the mausoleum, the underground crypts for the Aldwind family, trying to and failing grave rob a little bit, covering up and hiding the body of the shit-covered acolytes. You, Bigglesby, you discovered a couple of extra iron roses behind, in a small crawl space, the tomb of Edmund Aldwind, which, as you opened up, you found was it did contain his body, and it was not moving, was not animated like the previous skeletons you've encountered. Journeying through the crypts, trying to make your way out, you met a small group of cultists in a large open room, and you, Ward, and you, Naira, caught glimpses of Kaylee with a large large knight protecting her, and hurrying away, Gooch's still form, bound up and kind of leaning against a wall. Fighting the cultists and this large knight. You guys overcame them with some ease, but Ziggy was almost lost in the fight. Kaylee escaped to a passageway just beyond while the knight blocked, and she had actually crumbled it in as the pillars were crashing. You ran forth, Naira, to try and catch up to her, and you saw her holding Gooch kind of with one hand and casting the incantation as one final rock fell and blocked off the cavern. Gorthes, you picked up the knight's hammer, and you, Naira, you got a new pair of vambraces, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember what they do, but you got them.
Bracers.
Channeling bracers. Oh yes, that you get advantage on Constitution. Get advantage on concentration checks, if I'm not mistaken. As you came out of the crypt, you, Ethel, you kind of saved the day as Gorthes came out. The hammer kind of thrust out in front of him. A bolt of lightning came down, arcing and attaching itself to the hammer, where it wiped out 3 of you and knocked you unconscious. As it dealt, I think it was 15 damage to each of you. Some took less, but were still knocked unconscious and seeking refuge in this swirling storm that suddenly started above you as soon as you had come out. The lightning crashing down into random houses and just ricocheting off and hitting the cobblestones of the streets. The rain pouring down heavier and heavier than before, than the day that you had gone into the crypt. You found yourselves coming out in a park right there on the map in the Western District, yet again further along to the west than you started. Quickly sought refuge in a tavern where you met Igor again. And Bigglesby, you became a little suspicious of this weapon that Gorthes held as you tried to expand your senses and reach out to the weapon. You found it pushed you back and didn't let you look too deep into it. Does everybody...
I think you described it as literally it looked back at me.
Yes, yeah. And you felt the heartbeat, the slow pulsing, the of the weapon. You all retired to bed. Ethel, you and Naira shared a vision in your dreams of a grove perfectly circular with one stump in the middle. On a noon autumn day, Ethel, you see a stump with a 5-stringed harp made of leaves across it, with each drop of morning dew from the night before falling and draping off of the harp. Every single drop kind of twanging another string on it, as a unicorn walked up and seemingly looked directly at you both. Although you don't know that you were both in the vision together, you both shared it. And you, Gorthes, you met Kira, the Tempest Hammer. As you lay down in bed, clutching the hammer, she spoke to you and told you briefly what her name was, and briefly told you that one day she would show everyone who she is. And that's where we pick up this session now. So wake up in the morning, all of you get your hit points back, you get all of your spells back from the night prior. Down below, you can kind of hear the tavern is picked up in a little bit of a more lively manner. And is starting to, everyone's starting to make their rounds. You can hear some patrons leaving their rooms and doors closing behind them and going down and greeting Igor. And you can hear every once in a while, "Bench!" Followed by, "Hello, my friend, how are you?" Just briefly muffled beyond the door. They're not too thick. They don't do too much to block out the noise. You all wake up, say about 10 a.m. in the morning. The sun just kind of starting to reach the apex in the sky of an autumn day. What do you guys want to do?
I'm still outside with Ziggy.
Yeah, so you wake up.
So,
You wake up in this cart with sacks and small cover over it. Rain kind of dripping off from the night before.
I'm going to go out into the woods and gather my own food and hunt with Ziggy.
Okay, give me a survival check.
What a fucking hipster.
She's a ranger.
Hipster.
Yeah, there's a small forest nearby. This area, the northwestern area of the Western District, is a little bit less maintained. It's not been as touched by civilization, albeit there's small houses that branch into the forest. You can find a couple of rabbits easily enough. I'd say Ziggy gets a rabbit and you get 2.
Mm-hmm.
What are the rest of you guys doing? Unless you have anything else you want to do.
I want to sleep longer.
Okay.
I also want to sleep longer.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, at the bar, drinking. Whilst holding the hammer.
Yeah. Igor offers you a couple of drinks, lets you choose. You're served a nice breakfast if you wish to pay a silver for drinks and food. And every once in a while, he makes a small glance over to you while he's talking to another patron, and kind of eyes linger on the hammer for a brief moment, and then as you look over, he kind of looks away. Bigglesby, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna peek outside. I'm gonna kind of get situated, and if I see Gorthes sitting there with a hammer, I kind of want to go back to my room and kind of jot down some notes, I suppose.
Okay.
Just on what I experienced.
Okay, so I'd say after about 2 hours, maybe 3, depending on how long you guys want to sleep in, you are all roused. Naira comes back into the tavern if you so choose after a while, and maybe joins you at the bar, Gorthes, while you're having a drink. You see Gorthes kind of hunched over the bar, eating a small meal, drinking a large drink of whatever the drink of choice is, probably about the size of his head, and with the hammer just kind of laying in front of the plate. And
No, he keeps a hand on it at all times.
oh, is it? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Right hand, hammer. Left hand is everything else.
Okay. So you see, then he has an odd fixation on the hammer. Hasn't quite put it down. Isn't using 2 hands to eat. Is just using the one while the one hand is propped it up.
Have you let go of that hammer since last night?
Whoop.
The hammer. Have you let go of it at all? Or are you just gonna...
Yeah, of course. I'm lying.
Can I check to see if I know he's lying?
Make an insight check, yeah. Give me a deception check versus insight.
Oh, that wasn't very good.
Oh. As he says that, a small bead of sweat comes down his face, and you can see his knuckles are white and worn, look a little stiff from just holding the hammer the entire time.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Gorthes let go of the hammer.
What? I did. When I slept. You don't think I held a hammer whilst I slept, did you?
Yes, I think you did.
No.
Let go of the hammer. Put it down.
But
Put it down, Gorthes.
I'm gonna do puppy dog eyes to try and persuade her.
Oh. Give me a persuasion check.
You know I'm a mother, right?
Give me a persuasion check.
Shit doesn't work.
I'd say you get a, what is the, give me a charisma saving throw versus the puppy dog eyes. That's not working,
Not
man.
even
She's
close.
She's used to it. 300 dwarves in her lifetime. She's used to it.
300.
Or the powders of the high fantasy races.
Oh no.
As soon as I notice that Gorthes actually has company at the bar now, I think I'm going to be on the opposite side of him, but still with the group and everything like that.
Yeah.
Pop up and, I would like some breakfast, please.
Hello, my friend. Good morning. Bench! Breakfast will be served.
Thank you.
Gorthes,
Uh,
let go of the hammer.
uh,
Let it go. Drop it.
you're not gonna take it, are you?
No, I just want you to let it go. Just put it on the table.
As she's saying that, you in your mind, just you feel once again like your mind start to open up with this vacuous space, and echoing within your head, Garth, as you hear, if anyone else touches me, I will kill them. Rest assured, Garthus. You are my host now, Garthus.
Oh,
I belong to you.
Right.
Who are you talking to, Gorthes?
What? Nothing. Yeah. Hammer down. Yeah. I just place it like a few centimeters away from my hand, but like still pinky touching.
I want to take his hand and just like push it away.
Whoa.
Just. Can I try to push his hand away from the
Give
the
me
hammer?
a contested athletics check.
For a pinky.
Gorthes, I'm gonna give you advantage because it's
Oh,
your
come on!
because of your
Come
size.
on!
He's got a way higher strength score than you, and
God
he's
damn it.
actively trying not to. Yeah, there's a moment where like she reaches out and pushes it, and you're like your pinky disconnects for a second, and then you immediately, fearing that she's going to touch it, you shoot back over to it and push her hand away.
It's fine. Not touching it. Just the pinky.
So as they're doing this, I'm up and I'm coming downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Igor, could you get some food?
Oh,
Point to,
I've eaten. Thank you.
Ethel.
Good morning, guys.
How'd you sleep?
Like a halfling. How did you guys sleep?
Like a baby Bigglesby.
Oh, all right. Well,
I'm
not
still-
very good, I assume.
I'm just twiddling my thumbs, just trying not to pay attention to the conversation, but I am fixated on that fucking hammer.
What are you guys up to right now?
Well, Ziggy and I just hunted, and Gorthes is very attached to this hammer.
Gorthes.
Yeah.
So, why are you so attached to the hammer, man?
I mean, listen, we killed the guy, and it's my prize.
Oh. Well, Naira, has he let it go?
He keeps touching it. He won't stop touching the hammer.
Hey, at least I have
Interesting.
permission, okay?
You have permission.
Permission? From
That's
who?
And that's an old reference.
The throwbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And another one.
God damn it. It's been 20 minutes and it's already just.
Yep, it's already gone.
Oh boy. Oh man. Where's the old man?
Can I do something?
Still putting on my armor.
Yeah.
I'm
What do you
very
want to
old.
do?
I would like to take this time to cast Hold Person on Cronus, and I would like to pry the hammer from his hands.
I'm holding it, and
But I mean, if I cast Hold Person, he can't do anything if I'm holding him. If I cast Hold Person.
Humanoid target you can see within range. Paralyzed target to make it. Okay, so give me 2 seconds here.
Oh fuck.
Oh. Can you? I just want to see. Exactly.
I just want to pry it from his cold
Yeah,
dead
go ahead.
hands, Jay.
Okay. All right.
is
Give
there
me-
anything I can
Try
do?
it.
You
From
can make a
his hands,
wisdom
Jay.
saving throw for me, Gorthes.
You accepted on that one. I don't like that.
Okay. What's your spell DC?
It's,
Oh,
it's
no.
fucking immediate.
Should be like 14.
Yeah.
The minimum is like 8, isn't it?
Pretty sure it's like 14 is your spell DC. I mean, I don't think it's yeah.
Everyone's
So, Gorthes,
spellcasting
as you're
DC.
saying that, your mouth just locks halfway with your mouth open, hand on the hammer still. I assume you have like a full grip,
Yeah, strong
Okay.
iron grip.
strong iron grip, as he just freezes in place. And Biggleby, you can kind of detect, or Bigglesby, you can detect like the flare of magic real quick as you look over and you see her
Oh,
hands.
I shoot over just to see what the fuck just happened. I'm thinking
Yeah.
like I might have done something, but I see Ethel and put two and two together very quickly. And wait, don't
You're reaching.
I know. Playing every scenario in my head right now. Just I wouldn't.
Come on, Bigglesby. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Come grab it.
I wouldn't.
No.
It
Nope.
looked at me. It looked at me.
What?
Huh?
You can just see Gorthes' eyes is darting around like.
What looked at you?
I inspected it yesterday, and it looked at me. The hammer's alive.
The hammer is a sentient being.
Have I ever heard of a living weapon?
Say, roll me a history check. I mean, like, there's rumors of it, but you've never quite heard of any specific weapon. There's rumors that there are soul forged weapons that are made by combining somebody's soul into a weapon, but you've never heard of any successful ones. Kind of just a myth that floats around between circles.
Are you saying that this is there's a person
A
in
thing.
the weapon? A thing.
I don't know whether it's a person or a thing.
Whilst they're talking, Gorthes' eyes are just blinking, but in a way that's like Morse code.
Do you
So he's
speak
like-
Morse code?
So he's like blinking his eyes saying, "Don't touch." He's like,
I actually am assuming that
Is
you.
there something in your eye, Gorthes?
I mean, you guys would know at this point by his rigid state that Ethel has done something to him. You would have heard probably the small, like, verbal command that she issued for it.
Ethel.
Yeah. As soon as I felt it, I just beat it on it. Gorthes, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. Okay, I'm just gonna like jump up kind of on the bar and kind of sit right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Gorthes, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Okay, just blink once for yes, twice for no. Do you understand? That I don't know what that means. I don't know what 20 blinks in them. Anyways, Gorthes, does this hammer talk to you?
Say no.
I'm going to try my best to keep my eyes open for as long as possible.
Okay, while he's sitting here trying to question him, since what do you call it? Can I grab a napkin? Is there napkins available?
Yeah, there's small rags. and
Fingerprints.
such.
It's just like, oh no.
All right, cool. I would like to take this rag, and then I would like to try and take the hammer out of his hands.
Okay.
I'm focused on Gorthes' eyes.
Give me a contested athletics check. I'll say, Gorthes, you get disadvantaged, but you still get to make one because you're holding on to it. Okay? You have to beat an 8.
So, which check am I doing?
Athletics.
Athletics. Let's see here. Athletics.
Go on, please. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so there's a moment where she reaches out. What are you doing, Bigglesby?
I'm just trying to play the eye game with Gorthes. I'm trying to get something out of him while he's not a gigantic meat sack.
Gorthes, I think at this point, like, as she's grabbing the hammer and wresting it from your hands, I'd say give me another wisdom saving throw as well. What's your spell DC, Ethel?
Spell DC.
Yeah, third
It'll be in,
page
spells.
under spells.
It'll be at the very top.
Spell DC 14.
Still paralyzed. As she starts to pull from your hands, there's a moment where like his fingers resist, but you slowly just pull them back. You can kind of hear the like as his bones are trying to resist it, but you're just cracking them and popping
God,
the air out of them as you pull them back, wrapping the rag around the hammer's hilt. You pull it from his grasp.
Is she strong enough to even lift it?
Yeah, it's not Mjolnir. You, Gorthes, in your head, you hear, well, I hope you didn't need this one.
That's all you hear from Garth is.
Give me a dexterity saving throw. Ethel.
Oh. I hate this game so much.
Oh.
I hate it so much.
What does that mean?
Welcome back, Frisk.
What?
You're gonna die. So that means.
Holy Death actually walks through the door. She's like, hey guys.
No.
Oh shit.
Be gentle. I don't like to make her multiple.
You take 16 points of lightning damage.
Oh.
And you're immediately flung 10 feet back. As she grabs it, you can see Bigglesby, you notice again another flare of magic, and looking over at Ethel, you can't quite see until you hear yet again in your mind the and on the third, a spark of flame aspected lightning comes directly through the roof. You hear as it crashes through the roof, coming directly down to meet with the hammer, and then you watch it arc off and hit Ethel square in the chest as she's flung across the bar. You crash into like 2 or 3 patrons. You bounce off of a burly man and smash against a wall, taking 3 points of damage.
Jesus.
As the hammer is just it falls just flat directly onto the ground.
Hold person is a concentration, right?
It is concentration. So go ahead and make me a
Right.
concentration check. Ethel, you have to beat you have to beat, what did I say, 16? Yeah, you have to beat 16. Or sorry, 8. You have to beat 8. It's
I
half
have
the
to
damage.
beat an 8.
Or no,
which
10.
one?
Sorry, 10. You have to beat a 10. Give me a concentration check, which is just a constitution. Brad, is it saving throw or check?
I have no idea what you're asking me right now.
Concentration check.
It's con.
I know it's a con check, but is it save or throw? I can't remember. I can never.
Probably a save.
Give me a con save. You have to beat 10.
We literally did this the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I've already forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So I
saving
basically just touch. I hit Constitution on the thing.
It's a
Go
con
both
save.
sides.
Con
You
save.
Click on the saving throw.
100%
And there's a
con
saving
save.
throw field.
It's a smaller little window thing.
Yeah.
Con save. DC 10 or half the damage taken.
Half the
whichever is
damage.
higher.
Yeah, 10 is higher, so it's 10.
I'm trying to figure out where it is. I'm sorry.
So you have like strength, whiz, con, blah blah blah. The
you
top
see-
left, there's a small little thing that says saving throws.
Do you
Top
see inspiration and proficiency bonus on the top left of your
Hold on.
sheet?
Top left.
Underneath the name, character name, very top left.
There's nothing under there.
Are you
okay.
are you on the page with all the stats on it?
Yeah, she's on core. Yeah. So do you see where your strength thing is, where it says strength 0 and 10?
Yeah.
Okay, look directly to the right of that. It says proficiency bonus 2. Directly under that,
There's
It
a
says
box.
saving throws.
All of the boxes, weirdly enough, have
There's
the,
there's no saving throw button for me.
you just click on.
whichever one.
No,
it
I'm
is.
looking
one.
at it. You
Just-
click on
yeah.
you click on the word Constitution.
When you
Oh,
hover, when you
okay,
hover
I'm
over
sorry.
it,
There
they
you go.
highlight
There you
red.
go. Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
you
okay.
can click.
That's what I thought. I thought I was hitting Constitution. I thought you guys were talking about a different. Oh my gosh.
Well,
the
there's- yeah,
saving
so
throws at
that's
the
your-
bottom of the box.
That's your saving throw box, and then the big numbers on the left are just a regular check.
Oh
So,
boy, I'm blind.
So you maintain it for a brief moment. It in the impact, you almost lose grip on the spell, and you can almost get your autonomy back, Gorthes. But you kind of reach back out and reconnect, and you're still frozen in place. The hammer just drops, kind of top down, handle sticking up.
In the moment that I'm free, I'm going to close my eyes.
Okay. And as soon as all this kind of like settles for a moment, all the entire bar just goes silent for a moment, and then, my friends, if you're going to kill each other, please do not do it in Igor's tavern. Please take it outside. I am not. It is bad for business. Naira, you know this.
I do, but what the fuck just happened?
Oh my
That
god.
wasn't us. Gorthes.
Gorthes, what is this hammer? And what... Frisk, release him, please. God, let him speak.
Oh my gosh. Gorthes,
Yes.
you may speak.
She looks beat the fuck up.
All right, I'm gonna rush over, pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one touch.
Igor, do you have a potion or something for my sister, please?
I do not, my friend. I am sincerely sorry. It seems it was of her own accord. Perhaps she will not touch another man's hammer?
Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. You never touch another man's hammer.
Igor, when I don't feel
Oh,
like
and-
shit, I'll touch your hammer.
You see him like, he blushes for a moment. I will... Please take this outside. And he just kind of goes back to like scrubbing the
You're
bar.
half dead and you hit on the bar, man. I
Priorities, man. Priorities.
hate you so much. Oh, it has been a good day already.
Jay,
Hmm.
can I appear in the doorway, sword drawn, but my boots aren't on properly yet?
What about the pants? Do you have pants on? Or?
I got pants on and like my armor's kind of askew, but I
Yeah.
haven't quite got to my. I was still getting dressed.
Yeah.
It takes me very.
You
I'm
hear
very
a
old.
As the door slams open.
Right then, where is it? The thing, the hammer,
It's in that.
the lightning. What is it?
Just, Ward, please, just
We
come
got it.
downstairs. Come
We
over
got
here,
it.
please.
All right.
It's fine.
I remember.
Dealt with. You've dealt with it.
It's
No, it's-
going to be dealt with.
No,
Gorthes.
it's mine. And for a
Gorthes.
brief moment, you see like Bilbo
Yes.
Baggins kind of precious. Just mine.
Me and
Gorthes,
me
this
and
is not
me
healthy.
And, me and Zot are aware of the hammer, right? Didn't we
were
kind of work it
you
out?
Aware?
I'm
You're aware,
aware.
Zot, but I don't know
I don't think
if Ward is
I don't-
aware.
Ward was.
Oh,
Did you
I
do
thought-
detect magic, or
No,
did he tell
don't
you?
know.
I can't
just-
remember.
I just remember having a conversation with him, but I can't remember what it was about.
I was fixated on it the night before.
All right. Well then, I'm gonna go upstairs and put my boots on.
Okay. All right.
My sword banging against the
Quickly,
steps. as
quickly
Do you
as he
need help doing
came.
those up?
What? No.
Do you need help doing up your boots?
No, I know how to put boots on. It takes me a while. I'm rather old. 439.
Yes, well, I have 439 children. I can certainly do your boots up for you.
Not a child. Thank you very much. I'm just a little slow and I don't need boots to kill something. I suppose it's dealt with. I'll get back to it. Give me 20, 30 minutes and I'll be back down. I grumble and go upstairs.
Um,
Dude, I can't bend down and put boots on. It's the hardest bit. I'm 439 years old.
I love you. I can reach it. I do it one-handed. Oh. God.
the small, careful notch. He's wrapping a present.
Perfectly.
Sometimes he pulls a
elegant.
little too hard. He has
Yeah.
to start again.
There's a little like violin orchestra playing in the background as he does it. It's a masterpiece. I'd say, for the sake of brevity, we'll say a little bit. Half an hour passes.
I've done it.
Ward, door slams back open.
Right. I'm ready. Where are we going?
Tied them together.
I've not tied them together. I'm 439 years old. I know how to tie my boots separately. Thank you. I then fall down. I'm kidding.
3 flights of stairs. Oh boy.
Looks like that one needs a potion.
She does. We should find a shop for her to get some kind of potion in her.
Nearest shop.
No, she's
Eagle.
gone. No, she's taking it. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah! The humanity! I'll wait for her to plug back in.
Yeah, wait for it. Subs
God.
lives matter. How
lives
dare you?
Ethel, you can heal yourself with cure wounds if you want to.
Oh
but
no,
that's not-
I am. I'm waiting for
Okay.
the moment. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I didn't pin it up right because I'm fixing stuff back here. It was falling.
put you at 1 hit point. Thank God for that that retroactive constitution, huh? That would have killed you in
Tell
one
me
go.
about it. I feel so sick right
So-
now. Oh, I could paint the town red and green, orange. It would feel good.
Have you eaten today?
No.
At
I'm
all?
still sitting on the bar, by the way, giving Garth
I
his
just got down
Igor,
here.
can we
dirtiest
get,
looks.
I'm
Igor,
gonna.
please? Can we get some breakfast for my sister?
Of course, my friend. Of course. And at this point, like as you guys were all occupied with that, Bigglesby, your food is in front of you. Drink ready.
I'm on the actual bar.
Oh, I know. but
I'm sitting. Yeah.
it's- It's where you were sitting.
What a babe.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast cure wounds, is it? Yes.
Yep. Cure wounds. Do you want to do it first or second level? Second level will give you higher amounts healed, but we'll use a second level spell slot,
Mhm.
which are more rare.
Yeah, I'll probably just do the one.
Okay.
Mm.
And if you guys would like, you can take a short rest and use your hit die to heal, or she can heal herself. It's up to all of you. As
Well-
this is happening, oh, what's up?
She's
Sorry,
the only one that-
Ethel's the only one who's hurt, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I just mean short rest for her. As this is happening, Gorthes, and you're sitting there while Bigglesby is grilling you. Again, in your mind, you make sure nobody else touches me, or I will kill them, Gorthes.
In my mind, I'm like, yeah, well, about that. This group isn't exactly, well,
Expendable?
Ethel?
Then their hubris will get them killed.
Well, Alright, can you, 50% dead?
Death.
Gothas, are you listening?
Huh? What? I'm gonna snap out from talking in
Yeah.
my head.
Gothis, Bigglesby was just asking you about the hammer. Can you please, focus for a moment here?
Yeah. What, you did? What?
Gothas
What? I didn't hear you say anything.
is the hammer.
Oh. The hammer.
I'm a hammer. A regular hammer.
Just a regular hammer. I think because of the storm, it's kind of attracting all the the lightning.
I take out my spear and I'm just like, my spear didn't attract any of the lightning and it's made of metal.
Or maybe it's a different type of metal. Maybe this is a superconductor. Have you ever heard of a superconductor? I don't know what
No.
it is, but I've heard of it.
No, I haven't. The fuck? No, it's. Can I inspect the hammer? There are glowing marks on here. You think none of our weapons do this?
Or maybe the dwarves made it. I know.
I know dwarves. I know dwarves. They did not make this.
Yeah, but did you know a dwarven blacksmith?
Do I know a dwarven blacksmith?
I'd say there's a couple in the southern district you might have maybe pawned a child off. By pawned, I mean they might have adopted one of the children out of the orphanage. But
The epic reveal that she's a child slaver this
she's
whole
a
time.
child slaver.
Just like my rival.
There's probably been a couple of dwarven patrons that have adopted, but maybe only one blacksmith.
I do only know one.
Well, did you know a legendary blacksmith?
Oh my
What
god,
the
what the
fuck is
fuck?
that?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Is that
No,
her
this is
makeup?
not
Hold on.
okay.
Let me see
God,
it.
we don't do clowns in here.
She's
Let me see
gone.
her makeup.
She's gone.
Oh
she's
my
left.
God.
She's gone.
She's left.
Oh, you got no.
No.
That was
Brad is
fucking
actually
horrific.
dating
Like,
it.
That
He's
was
dating
not
Pennywise.
That's not. That wasn't
I
it.
thought,
No,
that, honestly, I thought that was on Vandy's side, and I got like,
that
I'm like,
was.
fuck, it was that.
That wasn't
I'm
even
like,
it. She's just doing another clown today. I don't
Oh.
know. The it one
That's
was.
insane. That was way too good.
It was.
That was terrifying.
Yeah. It was fucking horrific.
I almost threw up a little bit.
That is
there.
the
Like,
reason
that
I
was
drink.
like.
Yeah, that's the reason I drink.
Sorry. Please continue.
That's what I
Guys are the
see
reason
when I
I
drink.
drink.
Yeah. That was horrific.
Is that what I look like when you drink?
We're not talking about no.
It's like beer goggles, but it gets worse.
Yeah, it gets worse. Mode.
Somehow. So
Okay. I do know one blacksmith. I don't know how legendary he is. He just adopted 2 lovely children from me.
Well, there are blacksmiths that are dwarven, and they can work with quite magnificent material. I know one, he made like a vest. Can't remember what it was made out of. Began with an M, I think. And it can protect you from any blade.
Mithril.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Metal.
Well, of course it was a metal, but
Simple words. There you go.
I can't remember which one. Okay, but it was
Gorthes,
impenetrable.
we all know that's not an ordinary warhammer.
Do we? Wait, what?
I know for certain it's not. You know what I can see?
Do I?
There's
roll me an intel. Or, I'd say an insight check. Roll me an insight check.
Where is it?
Yeah, he knows.
you know me so well. I can't take it.
You can tell he's got that little
Wow.
flicker in his
He
eye, the
pays
twinkle.
attention. Oh,
You know, baby
this is gonna
Bigglesby.
be a gig campaign. Wow.
We've been together for a long time, Bigglesby, but come on, I don't, want to know everything about
Gorthes?
your life.
Gorthes, you know I can see that hammer. It's pulsating. It's got a heartbeat. It looked at me.
Are you sure are you sure we're talking about the same thing? Wait, did I rip my loincloth? Oh, I'm good.
Well, there's only
Not
one
sure
way
why
to
it was
settle this.
pulsating, but meh.
How many eyes did it have, Bigglesby?
I look out. I look at Matt. It's just speechless. Just no words. Just... Gorthes. Keep looking at my fucking spells.
Look, we'll talk about it later.
No, we'll talk about it now. We're not going anywhere with that thing.
Gorthes, it literally put a hole in the inn. Practically killed her.
Well, I did say don't touch her. But my mouth was shut. Looking over to Ethel.
I'm sorry. Did you say it?
I'm eating.
Don't
I ain't
touch
even
it.
looking
Yeah.
at him.
Did you say it shouldn't be touched, or did it say it should be touched?
I did.
Can I roll to see if I think he's lying?
Give me a deception check versus insight.
You roll this
Wait,
guy too.
I'm saying this
Oh.
for me. I'm saying don't touch the hammer, like that's me, not as from the deception or.
I'd say deception still. Yeah, you're because it did tell you. 13. No,
There's
I mean, what about you, Bigglesby?
I'll go ahead and do was that insight?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
It was him. I mean, he's technically right. He did say not to touch the hammer.
You don't see me touching your spear.
I grab my drink to the side and just kind of just sip it.
my spear wouldn't throw a bolt of lightning through the roof.
And why are you so keen on nobody touching it and suddenly somebody touches it and bam? lightning?
Did
Through
you know
the
that would
roof?
happen?
Uh,
You knew that would happen. Gorthes.
I'm just gonna grab a keg nearby with one hand and just go.
My
Gorthes.
friend, that
Yeah, there's a gold.
I put down an extra couple gold just to cover it.
Thank you, my friends. Please, as much as I love your patronage, please take it elsewhere.
Igor, have you ever seen something like this? Is this
Oh.
something that any of your patrons have brought in before?
I am but a humble bar owner.
Bar owners see many things. You could tell us something, please. Something that
I-
could help us.
Do not pry into my customers.
I wave Igor over,
Yes, my friend.
bring him to lean in. Help me.
That will kill you one day. Just so you know. Have a good day.
Hi, Igor.
He whispers that to you, Gorthes.
Oh.
Gorthes, tell me,
What?
the hammer, is that what caused the electrical storm yesterday?
Well, I don't know if he caused it. I mean, we were.
It
In
seems
the-
that we walked outside after you picked that damn thing up, and then electrical storm. Today, you almost kill this bard. Seems to me that thing's a little more dangerous than you're letting on. Wouldn't you say?
I mean, what about if it's just a happy accident?
Considering that you picked it up off of that dead body, it could well, in part, belong to all of us, since we all together struck him down. I say we all vote on what to do with the hammer.
I'm walking out.
Don't you dare walk out on us. Gorthes, get Gorthes! Get
I
back
never
here.
want to see that hammer again. Bye.
The door swings open and Gorthes stands out front. What are you guys doing? You follow him?
I whistle
Absolutely,
real quick
let
to
him-
see if
let him go.
Ziggy can stop him.
No,
Just sitting in
let him go. We should discuss this without him
Sitting
present.
in the bar, eating my food now. Plate on my lap, just on the bar.
Is it possible that thing is twisted and magical in such a way that it would bend his mind?
It's got something in it, yes. Not only magical, but there's a presence.
Then perhaps we should consider removing him from it. Although, would that kill him? If they are bonded?
Unless there was a pact or some sort of deal.
I say
Do we-
we find a way to remove the weapon and we throw it to the bottom of the nearest lake.
Wouldn't that kill all the fish? The lightning, it would strike into the lake
So
and
Bigglesby,
kill all the fish.
It needs to be buried. Back to the catacombs.
it didn't seem to work
Shove it in your crypt.
under the catacombs. Perhaps we can hide it in one of those protected coffins.
Seal
I
it away.
don't want to touch another coffin for another 30 years.
Well then, the perfect hiding place from prying hands.
You think Gorthes would forget about it in the catacombs? He wouldn't just go back in there and get it.
We don't have to tell him where it's at.
Clearly he needs it to be taken away from him.
Maybe
You've
we can
raised
sell
enough
it to
children.
Igor.
I don't think Igor wants it.
I don't
I
think
mean,
anybody
you don't
should.
know what he wants.
If it's an evil hammer, we don't want anybody to have it. We need
I mean,
to
we
hide
don't
it.
have to tell him it's evil.
I may have contacts on what to do with it, but
I think we should just.
we need the hammer first.
Can we
Not
disenchant
to
it?
electrocute someone.
Do you know how to disenchant a weapon?
No.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, me?
No, Bard. I'm talking to the wizard.
Oh. I'm not a wizard.
I'm not a wizard either. It's fine.
No,
But
you're not a wizard this whole time. You haven't trained?
I don't have a wizard hat. That would make a wizard a wizard. Fun
So you're
facts.
telling me that I'm
true.
probably the most intelligent arcane caster here, and I've been listening to you, right? Okay.
I'm gonna stand up. There's gonna be a load of cracks as all of my bones crack, loud popping noises. Pop, pop, pop.
Right. Get the hammer off the Goliath. Hide it.
Is there a spell holding your skeleton together?
Haha, very funny.
Maybe we should
She
find
was
an
actually
actual
serious.
wizard.
Maybe we should find an actual wizard. That's not a
Because
bad
I mean, it's
idea.
a nice hammer. What if we could find someone who knew how to deal with it?
If we can disenchant it, yes.
Well, do we know anyone who can disenchant it?
I'll
Do you
go
have any
ask Igor.
contacts in the north that can disenchant a hammer like this?
Do I, Jay? Probably not.
I'd say no. Your time spent patrolling, you didn't really have a lot of time to stop into any emporiums or anything.
No.
Would I know anybody? Disenchanting is somewhat common, but something
It's like-
of this magnitude would be
It's higher. It's definitely like higher level magic. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a very
I-
common thing.
Would I know anybody that? I mean,
Probably not. No.
My wife. My wife might know. She might know someone. She works at the university.
Yeah, that seems
There
like
are many,
a good idea.
many scholars there. They might be able to find someone or even know what this weapon might be.
What are we going to tell the Goliath?
We're going to go visit his nieces and nephews.
To your wife. And then, when he turns angry and tries to break all of our necks like twigs,
I'll just hold him again.
you can do that.
I mean, I did it before.
Right.
Damn right, and I'll do it again.
Be careful taking it off of him, though. If it's going to strike you with lightning, perhaps we need to disenchant it before physically wresting it from his giant hands, which, again, could probably snap our necks like twigs.
we also do have contacts in the Adventurers Guilds. Maybe they know someone.
Well, it's up to you guys. I mean, I'd love to see Illyria
We
again.
also
It's
do
been
need to
many
fill
months.
them in as far as Kaylee goes, and that whole scenario.
Fuck Kaylee. We'll find her and I'll kill her.
Or we tell the Adventurers Guild she's blacklisted, and anybody in a white robe is literally executed.
Maybe we could tell them to
Put it like a
find
big
Gooch.
Are we convinced the hammer is evil? Because if it...
I am.
Yes?
You see that?
Whether it's evil or just simply dangerous, it doesn't deserve to be in Gorthes' hands. He's gonna kill someone.
Oh, that's not necessarily true. He just simply
many
needs
people.
to learn how to control it. If it's not evil, it could be a boon to the party, of course.
The
Yeah.
fastest we can disenchant it, the better. I don't. Going on a journey or the longer we have it, I don't know, guys.
Well, maybe you shouldn't try and steal things if it doesn't want to be stolen. Remember opening that same coffin over and over and over again? You almost killed yourself then.
All right. You know what? I don't need to. No, you don't need to repeat these things.
Right, yes. First of all, we confirm that it's evil. Second of all, we take it from him if need be. Although, if it's not, I would say we could use it.
Yeah, you know what? That seems fair. So long as no bolts of lightning hit me or anyone else.
Seems that you shouldn't try and steal it.
I
Not
just
yet,
look over
anyway.
At Ethel.
You know, you guys can. Y'all are something else. You know what? How about we ask Igor? There's plenty of adventurers who come through here for rest, right? Right?
I just asked him. He won't say anything.
Oh.
Igor plays his cards close to his chest.
I want to be close to his chest.
Right. Shall we make sure that the Goliath hasn't run off?
Yes, well, I think Ziggy might be keeping up with him. But let's go.
While this is happening, Gorthes, where are you going? You just walked outside. Are you finding somewhere private? What's going on?
I'm in the park.
You're in the park? Okay. So you walk over and sit on a bench, or
Sit under a tree.
okay. As you sit under a tree, hold the hammer out in front of you, admire. You can see one of the bolts, the red bolt in particular. There's blue, red, and yellow. Is kind of glistening a little brighter than the other three. Feel it reach back out again, and Gorthes, I have work to do, and I believe you can help me with it. Can you help me, Gorthes?
Right. What work is it?
My lord is coming.
And who is it?
One of the divines.
Wait, so
Have you ever served a god, Gorthes?
well, I haven't ever spoken to one.
You may
Perfect.
just
Well, who is it?
look at the symbol, Gorthes.
You're gonna have to rejig my memory.
Talos.
Right.
This world is not the only one. And there's to be an ascension. And my lord wishes to view it.
Right.
Your patron.
Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Does this have anything to do with that dream I had?
Which dream?
The one when we were out in the woods and I was like flying and then became king and then
Oh, you feel almost like the presence kind of digs a little deeper, and it kind of you almost feel as if like something is just kind of swimming within your consciousness. And yes and no.
right.
We do not want to destroy this world. Not yet. But my lord just wants to watch.
So you're good then.
I can be.
Can you please be?
I'll try.
Just like, well, whilst around the others at least.
Yes. What do you desire, Gorthes? What do you need?
Well, for one, need to find a way to make sure that I can still work with you.
Hmm.
They're going to try and take you away. I can already tell.
I have chosen my host, and I don't want any other.
Is there a way you can, like, hide?
I'm a hammer, Gorthes.
Well, can you change into anything else, or?
I'm still a hammer, Gorthes. But I do have a task for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. There's a temple recently erected in this city. And my
temple?
lord, yes, needs something to manifest within this plane. Take me there to the altar and use me.
Wait, are you saying he's going to merge with the hammer?
No.
Merge with me?
No. But he'll be here, watching his new disciple. Your companions have been called by their patrons as well.
Wait, they have?
I've been
Wait, how do you know?
told I am second in the order.
Which one called them? And who got called?
I will leave them to tell you.
So they're hiding stuff as well.
But the secrets they keep are not as dangerous. I was
As
a
long
lord.
as you're good.
I am good. I was a lord of the Tempest, Gorthes. I speak to my lord directly.
Right, we need to go to a temple. I'm going to stand up. Do I see
I'd say
Ziggy
at
around?
this point, you probably, like, Ziggy's probably been kind of snaking around you, no pun intended, close enough by, but looks a little... I'd say roll me an insight check real quick. She doesn't look frightened, but almost looks like she understands the situation, as if she's purposefully staying back.
Oh, Ziggy, it's all right. I kind of like wave my hand for
It
her.
slithers up to you and kind of coils around. Doesn't touch the hammer, but like regards it for a second, and you feel almost like the gaze switch, and then switch back.
I'm just gonna like pet her on the head, just like tap or whatever.
I feel like at this point you would probably see out of the corner of your eye, directly across the street, probably like 100 feet away, they emerge from the tavern doors.
I know you can't understand me, but this is for good.
Kind of a flit of her tongue in acceptance.
I need you to, help me make the others understand. If you understand.
Another flit.
You don't understand. Maybe. No, just wait for them to walk over.
Yeah, and with that, as you say that, she starts to wrap around your hands and begins to like nuzzle against the hammer. And Naira, you see this as you walk up. You see this massive Goliath sitting against a very small tree, and Ziggy seems to be almost playing with him, kind of wrapped around him and curling over the hammer, and her tongue flits out nearby at every couple of moments, but she doesn't seem to be in any kind of harm or caring too much. You're muted.
Ziggy, please, no, come back, please.
Snake immediately comes back.
It's fine.
You let her touch that thing.
It's not gonna hurt her.
It just hurt Ethel.
Ask her. Ask. Talk to her. I know you can. Talk to her.
I just commune with Ziggy real quick. Do I have to actually use the spell speak with animals with Ziggy, or?
Yep.
Okay, so I cast speak with animals.
Okay.
And I kind of sit there and ask her. I'm just like, what just happened? Are you hurt? Are you okay?
It's fine.
What's fine?
The hammer.
It's fine. You're joking.
It's fine.
Did it speak to you? Did it hurt you? Did it look at you?
No response, but you see her head kind of up and down.
But it's fine.
It's fine.
What did you say? I can't speak parcel tongue.
She said we should be careful of it.
Can I tell she's lying?
Insight versus deception. As you say that too, she kind of like cocks her head and, why lie? You can tell the strained look in her face, and you can see the snake as she says that immediately, like the head tilts in almost confusion.
You sure?
I don't trust it. And I don't think we should trust it. But for now, you can hold on to it.
It's
And-
safe with me. You have my word. But there is one thing I want to talk to you about. Last night, anything weird happen? Anyone speak to you? Anyone?
You like the hammer?
No, did you see anything? Any weirdness?
Yeah, I saw the hammer. And it saw me.
Anything else? Anything happen when we went to bed?
My eyelids?
The unicorn.
What? Say it louder. What was it?
I don't know if it was weird. It was a dream. It was. There was a unicorn in the dream, but it could have just been that because we saw the unicorn before and it was in the dream. I don't think that was very weird.
Wait, I saw a unicorn in my dream too.
Yeah, but we saw a unicorn before. That's not odd.
Well, why would I dream of it at the same time?
Wait. What else did you see?
I can barely remember. There was a grove, and the unicorn was, I guess, looking at me. But that's really not that odd. I lived in the forest for ages, and we saw a unicorn, so that doesn't feel very odd to me. No, just a regular dream.
But both of you had it. Isn't that weird?
Well, I don't know. Ethel, were you in a grove? Because I was in a grove.
I was in a grove.
Oh.
I was in a grove. It looked directly at me.
Are you guys high?
We were probably just very tired.
All three of you are high.
I do not partake anymore.
I got rid of the catnip I got from the burning bard, like, way back there, man.
Right. Here's what's going on. We need to head to a temple.
Or
I don't think that's the plan. No.
Hear me out. Something bigger than us is happening. Like bigger than me, and I'm tall.
I mean, bigger than all of us, but we're all fairly small, so...
Yeah, so it's even bigger than you.
All right, so a tree?
Nope, bigger than a tree.
A house?
Bigger than a house.
Castle.
Bigger than a castle.
A mountain?
Are you going to tell us, or am I going to have to listen to this again?
Well, Bigglesby, am I correct in saying you don't believe in gods?
They serve their purpose.
What if I said that something is happening with the gods?
Temples are being resurrected and brought back.
Like a big thing.
Like a party?
Yeah, like a party. They're all coming down.
Is there
It's going to be a celebration.
Wait, what? What do you mean? The gods are coming down to party? I don't understand.
Did you hear about?
Are you high?
No, I'm not high.
Gorthes, where did you hear about this?
Well, I may have had a weird thing last night as well. And a weird day so far.
Oh my god, it was the fucking hammer.
It's for good.
Why? Oh god, this hammer is not good news.
Say that to my backside. There's no way.
You were going to try and take it away from me. I know.
Gorthes, it's a talking hammer that just electrocuted your friend nearly to death.
Your hammer almost killed me.
Ethel tried to take it from me. I did warn you. No, you froze me in place.
This was taken by you off of this person, this ginormous.
Last time I checked, the hammer
bodyguard.
also knocked you out as well. Is that, yeah? As soon as we got outside, all of us got hit.
That
Yeah,
thing
it's pretty
nearly
awesome.
killed me.
What? Didn't you feel the energy in your veins?
I was dead, knocked out briefly.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, thank goodness for
We're all still here.
Ethel, but no thanks to you or that hammer.
All right, the first time, I didn't know it was going to happen. Second time, I did try to warn you.
And
So
what
how
happens
did-
the third
Good.
time? What happens then? What happens with the third time? You gonna get hit? Am I gonna get hit? Someone innocent?
Someone
I
innocent?
better not get hit again.
No. Like, listen, there's a purpose. It's a fate, destiny. Like, we've rolled the dice, we picked the cards, it's all that thing.
And is the fate that everyone's gonna get electrocuted?
No. Apparently, if I'm smart enough to figure this one out, hold on.
I
you
look
have to
over at Bicklesby like, not. My faith is not in Gorthes.
If you two had the same dream, then you two were summoned by the same person.
I didn't know if that was a summoning. I was literally just
Or
sleeping.
being called for. Like, the
God,
same...
we literally saw a unicorn yesterday.
It was not a very happy one.
Yeah,
It
the Grove?
We're not going to talk about its.
The Grove. The fucking Grove. Have we ever seen a grove like this before? Or was this like a superbly magical grove that
I'd
like
say
would be
I'd say
odd?
well, roll me a nature check real quick.
Okay.
See, okay, so you'd know from like the shape of the grove, there was nothing like natural about it. I'd say for you, especially being a ranger in your time in the northwestern forests, there's never been a moment where there was just a perfect circle of trees. Nature just doesn't work that way. And you've never been there, but you did notice in the distance across the river, the slowly forming temple to Myliki. So you've got kind of like a location-ish, but you've never been there.
And do we know where the temple to Myliki is?
Yeah. Right along here is the Grove of Myliki.
Okay, so we're real
This whole
close
stretch
to that.
here.
Okay.
How do I get rid of that box, by the way?
Yeah, whoever made that box has to delete it. That's actually
Yeah, I
no, I
don't
can
know.
I can do it. I can do it.
Okay, I was about to say I don't know.
There
how
we
to.
go. It's been bugging me too.
So we're being sorry. Your hammer has now told you that we are being summoned by gods to do what exactly?
Well, in regards to you guys, I don't exactly know. Like,
So you're telling us that we're going to a temple because your hammer said so, and you don't know why.
well, in regards to you two, I don't know why.
Well,
In regards to me, I've been told to go to another temple.
Hold.
okay. Ethel, was the temple to Myliki or some kind of temple in your dream as well?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, having the exact same dream is indeed a little odd. But I don't trust a hammer, let alone one that almost killed us.
I did warn you.
Can I look at Ward? Is he sleeping?
Absolutely.
Sleeping.
Absolutely, on his shield, just behind you
Yep.
all.
I'm just gonna punch it real quick.
Ah. Roll. 20. 21?
20, no.
What?
Okay, add
What?
Ward, did you have a dream last night or while you were napping just now?
Did I have a dream last night or while I was napping just now?
No.
No, I don't dream. I
Just-
never dream.
No dreams
No.
for you? Just
No.
complete emptiness.
Never. I don't. Why are you asking me about my dreams? I'm not crazy. Okay?
I had a dream
I
once.
I was
It was
born here.
nothing here.
How it is where I was born. I don't think I'm from another world. What are you asking me for? Why are you asking me about my dreams? Why are you prying? Are you in my head?
No, we're not in your head.
I know of spells
Lord.
that can read surface thoughts. Don't do it to me. Okay?
Can you read the hammer?
Can I read a scripture on it?
No, the thoughts of the hammer. If it
I
has.
don't know. Not a spell I know.
I wouldn't recommend it regardless.
The hammer. The hammer, is it? What's wrong with it now? Who's it tried to kill?
Nothing.
No,
No one.
No one.
It's telling him to go to a temple.
Huh? Right.
What's harmless in going to a temple?
Well, it depends on whose temple. You're off to a temple to Bane, are you? Or are you off to a
No.
temple to somebody much more malevolent or more benevolent? Which is it? Whose temple?
Well, it looks like Ethel and I need to go to a temple to my Leaky to figure out whatever the heck this is.
Hammer's talking to you now, is it?
No, it was talking to Gorthes, but apparently we had the same dream, so maybe it's worth investigating.
Same dreams.
Yeah, it wants me
We
to
can
go
go.
to Talos.
Talos, is it?
Have we forgotten about Kaylee?
No, we're
Ouch.
gonna.
Listen, if we can
Yeah,
get the
but-
gods on our side,
To
hold
know
on.
of this, not to mention informing them of this hammer.
Yeah, Bigglesby, hear me out.
No.
If we can get the gods on our side,
Do
whatever.
you think the
this
gods would
whole-
really come on our side?
Do you think the gods would almost shock me to death?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Turning to priesthood now.
Or touching
No,
a
no.
hammer. Smited through an inn.
She wasn't the chosen one.
The chosen one.
I'm sorry, and you are?
Well, the hammer chose me.
You think the hammer is Talos?
The hammer's connected to Talos. That's the symbol of him.
Well, I can draw the symbol of Talos on the ground.
Yeah, but it's not drawn on. It's engraved, and it
right.
glows.
Engraver, anything. Anybody can engrave something.
I think a blacksmith just scratched into the stone of that hammer or metal of that hammer, and now you're the chosen one.
What about you two? Maybe you're the chosen ones from Maliki.
I don't believe. No. I don't have
No.
time for gods. I have too much other shit to do. This is not.
To go back to the Adventurers Guild and let them know what happened.
Yeah,
Tell them
perhaps
that they're
we should turn the
like
hammer over.
rogues, cultists, and
Yeah.
let Kaylee know that she is, well, Ilios's most wanted.
Unless my
Would that
leaky
work?
could help find Gooch again.
I don't think.
I don't want any part in it.
I think you should turn the
I
hammer
do
over
not wanna
to
go.
a higher force, yes. The Adventurers
okay.
Guild, the authorities, somebody who's not a ragtag band of misfits.
We need to go to the Adventurers Guild first. We do. It needs to happen. We need to tell them about Kaylee, and we need to tell them about what happened. And we might need to abandon our adventure here, or at least the
I'm in
quest
my
that we
mind.
took.
I'm just like talking to the hammer.
What are you saying?
All right, I really need a test from you. Test of
What?
faith. I'm gonna let Bigglesby hold you. Not completely. He's only gonna touch the handle. Just have faith in me. Please don't
I
shock me.
will delay my wrath for him.
I just need to get their trust.
As he's, you see Gorthes go like blank for a moment, Bigglesby,
Mm-hmm.
and then you yet again feel a familiar of a gaze, a small force of will
Just
looking at you.
familiar. I'm
Mhm.
assuming. My eyes just go big, and immediately my eyes like meet the hammer, and I want to use detect magic again, just to somehow see if I can make a connection or I want to identify. I want to see what the hell this thing is, if any means necessary at this point. So.
Okay. Detect magic. Again, you expand your senses and your consciousness a little bit out, feeling the small tingle and crackle of the electricity imbued hammer. This time it doesn't force you out, but more almost like an embrace. Not a warm one, but more of a a family member you haven't seen in a couple years, and you hug for a brief moment. It's just a quick feeling of being embraced and acknowledged, but not necessarily liked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk over to Big Wizzy. Right, Big Wizzy.
Not even just
Big Wizzy. Just wait. I'm gonna smack him a little bit.
Look.
Does that break his concentration?
I'd say for a moment you're like taken out of it. Doesn't break the concentration, but
I'm gonna speak to the hammer. Whatever's happening, can you let me talk to him, please?
It's not me. It's him.
Am I able to hear anything, or am I just identifying?
Can't hear anything. But Gorthes, he's inspecting me.
Is he doing that thing again where he stares really hard?
Yes.
Yeah. One time he pooped himself when he did that.
Seems fitting for a gnome.
I'm gonna move the hammer behind my back.
Okay.
And suddenly I want to kick it real hard. Really hard.
Bailsby. I'm gonna shake him with my other hand. You did that thing again.
Why?
You did the thing again. I'm trying to talk to you.
What?
Just check your pens real quick.
Let go of me.
Right. Hold the bottom of the hammer.
I'm not touching it.
It's a sign of trust.
Yeah. I don't trust it.
Yeah, I know you were doing your thing, expecting it, whatever.
There is something in it, Gorthes. You fucking lied.
It's a sign of trust.
You lied.
Touch the bottom. It's not going to shock you.
I can't. And I actually walk over to the Adventures Guild. I
make a whiz save as you go to walk away.
Fantastic.
As you go to turn, you feel the embrace almost clench. Although you've ended your spell, it clenches for a moment, and you don't hear anything, but you are suggested to reach out and touch the hammer.
Fucking so much.
How many times have I saved you from all sorts of things in caves?
Literally yesterday, you threw a rock at me, used me as a battering ram, and practically killed me many times. And
Yeah, that's like 3 times. I've saved you how many times? Like a bajillion.
Sorry, I have a concussion, so I don't remember any of that. And now you're bringing this thing in here, and...
Just so you know, you are bound by sheer force of will to pursue the course of action that has been described to your best ability.
Fantastic. Without saying a word, looking at the ground, I grab it.
There's like a small arc that bounces onto your fingertips.
No.
A moment passes, like as you all, regardless of what you were doing, whether you looked away for a moment, you just hear it, and you look over and you see him grabbing the hammer.
Bigglesby?
The wind starts to pick up a little bit. Some leaves start to rustle. And a moment passes. Nothing. Calm. Feel the embrace start to dissipate.
I take several steps backwards, just away from this hammer.
So gripping it, just
It's not hurting you, is
more
it?
clenching, just
Yeah.
more, just like you, like almost like a rough handshake, kind of like, oh yeah, you fucking know. But more of like a rough handle grab, yeah.
Say a couple of moments pass as you're still holding it,
And just
you hear in your mind, "Hello, gnome."
Oh, wait, what weapon?
still looking down on the floor.
I'm Kira.
Mind is blank. Everything is blank. I am like flatlined. Fucking hate sentience. Oh. And in my mind, I'm saying, what do you want?
For you to like me.
I don't like talking inanimate objects.
You'll learn to. And it just, your mind goes,
I let go and
yeah.
You know her. It's all good.
And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Fucking hell, man.
Right there.
I legit fucking hate sentient weapons.
Poor
Holy
Zot.
Oh.
I hate them.
This is such a great dynamic. The barbarian is the most powerful weapon in the party, and it talks.
Why are you trying to get rid of it?
All right, we'll be
Because
back.
it's evil.
Cool five.
You guys are like, oh, fuck Garth. He's not
Back in
allowed
a
it.
minute.
We'll
Bye.
be back.
Put you down in a
Welcome back to Chris Hemsworth and Jason Momoa Dating
gosh.
Simulator.
Oh my god! Out of Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, that's Chris Hemsworth.
Okay,
yeah,
Jar Jar
he's all
Binks.
right.
Yeah, he's just
kind of
he's
like
your
your standard white dude.
he's a white dude with
Yeah.
long
He's
hair and a
like-
good chin. He's literally me.
He looks
but
He's
more
good in
literally
that
attractive.
like if you
Thor
play
one,
a
right?
video game and you have to pick like your basic like.
Oh my god, he's
dude.
the basic Nordic Skyrim guy.
Yeah.
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 Oh wow.
Skyrim belongs
Okay.
to the fjords,
He's
like
one of
over
them.
and over again.
He's that guy, the king of
Yeah.
the fucking Whiterun or
Basically,
whatever.
yeah.
That's him. Great.
All right.
Solved.
So
Mystery solved.
coming back into the session, as the connection fades for a moment, Bigglesby with some finality. What do you guys want to do? It's about 2 p.m. now. The wind's kind of blowing through the park that you're in. Some of the trees, the smaller ones, are kind of like bending a small bit, and the leaves are kind of just rustling and
From
tumbling across the lawn.
knowledge, how far away is the Adventurers Guild from us? Because it's a bit ways.
So map-wise, looking at
Yeah.
the map, the Adventurers Guild is right here.
Mhm.
That's the wrong thing, Jay. Map, it's right there,
Hold on.
and you guys are right here.
Time wise, would I know like how to? I mean, get
It'd be
there?
like a 2-3 hour walk. You could get there pretty easily. Yeah.
All right. Well, we should.
Where about
go
is
there.
the temple for Talos?
The Temple District is just over here, which you guys passed on your way to Kaylee's house. Her house is just a couple doors down from the temples.
I think we should.
And what were the ones that are fully resurrected again? I completely hold on.
Tempest, Talos, Myliki, Selune, and Kelimvor, I believe.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Not yet. No blessings yet.
Fuck you.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm sorry.
Well, I think we should start making our way down there,
Wait, did
and then
Where?
pass by.
is nobody convinced now? I mean, all right, I'm gonna fucking insight check if I can. I'm fucking eyeing up Bigglesby now.
Okay.
I want to know if his mind has also been overtaken by the demonic entity living inside the hammer.
Okay, give me an insight check.
I smell a little bit of gooch in you.
And
Hammer lives matter, okay?
I
I
have
will
a,
chuck that thing so far into space. It's not even.
oh
funny.
my god.
Praise be upon.
You see his
Wow.
like his expression go blank for a moment, and then it quickly he kind of like shakes himself out of it. Looks to be fine. I mean, he is.
I am
crazy
full on
bearded gnome.
iron faced right now. I am just. I have a goal to get to the Adventurers Guild now because I want to focus on one thing before we go to the next, and I am not touching, seeing, looking at that hammer. Like, I have all that I fucking have, or all that I need, I should say. Got confirmation.
Okay.
To the guild. Lead
So-
the way. I don't know where it is.
Where do
I'm
you
gonna
guys go
try and like I'm walking more towards the temple, but in the general direction.
Okay. So again, for the sake of brevity, we'll say you guys travel for about an hour and a half, 2 hours until you meet like a small intersection where down the way, like more than a couple 100 feet, you can see the small like outline of the temples, and looks to be like there's a small celebration going on around one of them, and down this familiar avenue you see the crystal blue lake shimmering in the background, and one small solitary like 3-tiered mansion standing above a hill with a fence around it of the Adventurers Guild. As you see Gorthes start to go off to the right of one of these streets and go towards the temples, as you guys are going to stutter for a moment as you see him take off to the right.
No, Gorthes. No. We're going to the Adventurers Guild first.
But
Gorthes. We'll go that way after.
I'm just glancing in that direction, not really stopping. I'm just glancing to see what he's doing and just moving on.
I'm walking next to Bigglesby.
Come on, Gorthes.
Can I just wait outside?
No, you come with us, please.
Let me just
If
wait
you-
outside.
No, if you don't come with us, they're gonna think that you possibly died. So come on.
All right, can I wait outside the Adventures Guild then?
We'd rather you come in.
Oh, I'd rather wait outside.
Fine, you can wait outside. Just come along with us.
Fine. And I'm kind of dragging my feet, so I'm a little bit way at the back.
Okay. You guys make your way down the avenue. The house doesn't seem to get any bigger until you're about 20 minutes away, where it starts to loom over you. As you make your way up, it casts a shadow across a small courtyard you guys are all familiar with. It's got a small fountain, and a couple of shops have set up that have tried to cash in on the adventurers that come and go from the guild. And you can see a couple of traders kind of trying to hawk their wares on people as they pass by, and a couple of kids playing in the fountain, splashing each other or trying to grab a bird as it sits down and tries to take a drink. So you guys make your way through the courtyard, up through the open gates, across the garden and the greens here, as you start to see more adventure-esque people donned in full clad suits of armor, large greatswords, small like shifty figures that are practicing moves and various kicks and flips off of the walls and such. Pretty average day at the Adventurers Guild, people honing their skills and waiting for the next job as you push open the large 15-foot tall doors. As they creak open, you're immediately met with like the lively noise of the Adventurers Guild, regular people all pleading their case to Jamarcus in the center, the far back of the hall, and from their large 10-foot long tables that are just filled with old friends of yours, some acquaintances, some people you know. There's some people that are kind of just leaning against a wall, arms crossed, regular figures that don't seem to interact much. What are you guys doing?
Going on in.
Is Oakley there?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see him on the second tier of the mansion, which you would know is inaccessible to you as a class 3 adventurer.
I just look up to kind of see if he sees me. If not, then I just keep walking.
He seems mid-conversation with a tiefling and a half-elf, and kind of looks down as the doors make their familiar like creaking sound, and he nods at you and then goes back into hurried conversation with them.
Okay, I look like I'm about to cry too, because like.
Okay, you see like a
remembering
small,
Gooch.
Yeah, a small like flit of concern across his face, but gets back into the conversation at hand.
Okay. I guess we continue and walk up to Jamarcus.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? Someone. Oh, I thought one of you were saying something.
I'm dead-eyed and
okay.
Deep in thought.
And Ward, like this, for a moment, you've almost entered like a completely different atmosphere. The kind of regular, like free and caregoing atmosphere of the Western District, already kind of juxtaposed by what you're used to in the Northern District, which is just cold and people don't really stop and say hello. But as they all pass, you can see various greetings are being given to the people that you're adventuring with and partied up with, and small nods in their direction. And it looks as if kind of reminiscent of the barracks of where you spent most of your life here, but a little bit more flamboyant than compared to what you're used to. Not all the same color or shade. It's definitely a place of free will.
I would grunt at such disarray.
As you guys carry on your way, you see the a small man, small dwarven man conversing with Jamarcus, humbly bows. That's kind of a curtsy. Seems to be in long white and gold robes with a red hood and indicating some kind of royalty. You see a flash of a crest on his back as he turns away, gives a paper to Jamarcus, and Jamarcus just kind of stores it in one side of his desk as you all approach it. Naira and all of you, how are you? Bigglesby, good to see you. Ethel, you look terrible.
Oh, shucks.
But lovely to see you nonetheless. And where's Gorthes? Was that him lurking at the door?
No, I'm like around the corner.
You're okay. Never mind. And old man, hello.
Oh, my name is
Jamal-
Meet you.
Captain Ward Buckler. I served in Yorindul in the north. Good to meet you.
Lovely, lovely. Welcome to the Western District. It's fantastic. I am Jamarcus.
You're in charge here, are
Hmm.
you? You just let them all do what they want, then I take that can wait.
Indeed.
Yeah.
They-
We have business. I suppose you have your own business to attend with Jamarcus. Yeah, the rest of you, I'll stand by until the discussion turns to that of the hammer. I'll rest on my shield.
Don't think. Right. Naira, what can I do?
Have a quick conversation with Ward, but do your thing first.
Jamarcus,
Yes.
Gooch is gone.
Oh, Naira, was it that dangerous? Should we have sent a higher party? I'm so sorry.
Kaylee Aldwind is running a cult. She took Gooch. I don't know where she is. We pursued her down into the crypts. And there were men in white, and they had these. And I take out one of the roses.
Yeah. Interesting. A cult, and she wasn't looking to hire. Was it a? I'm confused. Please explain further.
We're just as confused as you are, honestly. We went to her mansion. It was half blown to bits. She gave us conflicting testimonies about her father, wanted us to go down into the crypts and check that he was both still alive or dead. And we found a ring in her fireplace that could control undead. We were swarmed in the forest by hundreds of undead, of skeletons.
I'm confused. Control the dead
There was a ring.
in her fireplace?
Her fireplace looked like something had been, or someone had been burnt there, and there was a ring. We initially thought it was just a ring to swim with, and then Gooch put on the ring in the middle of all these undead that swarmed us in the forest, and they stopped, and they commanded, and he commanded them, and they did everything he asked them to.
My. It's quite a rare find. And so Gooch is dead, then?
We don't know. I saw him be taken away by Kaylee Aldwind as we were leaving the crypts, and
Right.
we don't know where he is. She has him somewhere. We just can't find him.
Naira, should I pass this up, or would you like the prospect of taking her yourself? As a mother, it is your right.
I would accept that the task be given to one of the higher up parties, as there's much more to this than we know. But I will kill Kaylee Aldwind myself.
Right. Well, and he kind of, I mean, the job is done, technically, and she paid, so I don't want to insult, but the gold is still yours.
I mean, I guess we could use it, but
Right.
I just want my son back.
Hmm.
Have
Not
there
even
ever been reports of these men in white robes and
I mean,
other cultists of some sort?
we're in the temple district. There's plenty of men and women in white robes.
I drop the bag of roses that I have. These were found in her father's, behind her father's. Sure,
His coffin.
I'm
Right. There's
confident-
more. Are they?
just-
And he opens it up and he begins to look through. And what are they? Why rose?
We don't know, but don't bite
Yes.
into them, whatever you do.
Want to bite them? Why?
No. There was one of the men, when we questioned him, he bit into the rose and died.
Violently. And I put the schematics page as well on the table.
And he you see like a brief flash of recognition. No, we've it's not the rose. We've had this with somebody else. You see him like he starts to like shuffle through a couple of the desks. You just kind of hear him like violently pulling one out, and you hear like a couple of papers flutter onto the ground. And he, there was a somebody 2 months ago. I cannot recall. He had to deal with something in the sewers and reported the same thing, but he bit on a blade. So
He bit on a blade?
there's we
Was it
have
the
to,
same metal? Do you
I'm
think?
not sure. That iron, maybe, but it was a rune inscribed on the innards of his mouth. We looked into it, if I'm not mistaken. Very painful process, but effective.
These roses are delicately made and incredibly complicated.
Master, yeah, and he like, you see him look over the piece of parchment, and oh right, of course, and he takes a small like a quill and pokes into the middle of the bud, and you hear as the stem pops open, and ejects a small piece of paper that he quickly catches, and it's a messaging, therefore communication.
I have other ones, and I take out the 6 other papers and I put them on the desk.
Okay. He begins to go through a couple others and pop them open. I'd say most of them are empty, but about 3 of them are they pop up in notes. What was the words I gave you were sabotage, meet, noon, 4th day, and grove. The ones that he holds have one of them. He puts them forth, and it shows V.E. Roll me a perception check, Bigglesby. It pops another forth, and when it says crypt, and then 2 more, northern mountain. The one that says VE almost looks like a signature, not a.
Oh, is it VE?
V.E. Looks like
okay,
it's been hand scrawled. So I'll write that down.
That junk a memory of any sort?
Can you roll me a history check?
Sure. No.
Fuck all. No, it's.
I am
nothing that you can recall.
I'm still traumatized. It's fine.
Northern Mountain. What was the other words? VE.
So
and
VE Northern 4th Mountain Crypt Day.
Oh, crypt.
Noon,
That's what it was. Thank you.
Sabotage, meet, and grove.
I'm not sure. I'm not good at riddles. This looks like something that you would have to, or perhaps somebody in the city. You can leave them with me, and I can try to figure them out. But
do we have anybody here at the guild themselves? I mean, some sort of caretaker,
cryptographer, something.
I'm sure you could talk to the map maker.
Oh no.
Yes,
We are good standings with him, yes.
if he has the time, then he could, but I'm afraid. And he like looks over, and you see this small, like gnomish figure just hunched over, like just coloring and drawing in what seems like reckless abandon. He seems to be just there's like one flick of the wrist, and like his inkwell goes flying, and he just picks it back up and dips it in and kind of scrapes more ink on it.
Much did we pay for a map last time? It was 50 gold
50 gold.
for the Eastern. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. So
Well, okay, let's. I do want to have the last say with Kaylee Aldwind. I do really want to see my Gooch
she's
again.
going to die. That's going to happen.
Yes.
Then how's this? I will ask if one of the other members upstairs will take this on as an intermediary. They will find information where they can, but you may carry out what you wish.
If I may be so bold, I do trust Oakley the most.
Oakley, unfortunately, is on a rather dangerous job. You can ask him, but do you want me to call him down?
If you don't mind.
Yeah, and he quickly you see there's a small girl like sitting a couple of paces off to his right, and he just kind of nods at her, and she kind of quickly scrambles up the stairs. Right. I believe we will get to the bottom of this, Naira. We will find Gooch. He's a member, and we do what we can.
Thank you.
And the old one, is he a new initiate?
We would like to register him for the Adventurers Guild, yes.
Right. Are you sure he wants to join?
Is he sleeping? Fucker.
Like you turn around, you see him.
Immediately, I punch the shield again. Just
I feel like it was like mid conversation between you two as well. We'll get to that after this, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the noise I make.
I need to pet your puppies.
Very well.
I want to pet them.
Have him fill this out, and
I'm not signing that. What is it?
a waiver.
The Adventurers Guild, so you can get paid for what you're doing.
Paid? All right.
Paid.
I thought that she was going to pay me. We had an agreement. I work with her, she works with me.
The guild will take on the expense for Gooch, as he looks at you, Naira.
Thank you.
Well, I suppose I pull out my little pouch, just count the pittance that is in there. I suppose that'll do.
It's okay. No, please. We'll take whatever the payment was for that previous job, and we'll just deduct.
It was 500. It's 500, right? I think it was 250, 350, and then 500 was the highest paying job.
I think 500. Yeah, we chose.
That's why you guys took it. Yeah,
because it was the most, and I am never doing that again.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You
Could
chose
have been goblins, but no.
Haley Aldwind story.
Could have been goblins.
Congratulations.
Done in a day, but no.
Right. And he, you see the girl come down, and she quickly like whispers something in his ears. He's currently unavailable, but he will be available in an hour. And then he kind of hands a sheet of paper to her and just runs off into a door off to the right. Kind of pulls out a sack with like a grumbling old man as he just kind of hefting it, more letting her carry it than she, as he kind of drags this sack out and as it and the sack stays intact, but it just kind of like lumps onto the floor and goes and sits
Thank
back
you,
down.
dear. And
Welcome, ma'am.
I take one of the gold pieces and I hand it to her.
And she kind of looks at Jamarcus and he nods and takes it from me. Thank you, ma'am. And goes and sits back down on the chair.
Cool. So we have 499.
And
Yeah, you're gonna be our bank, by the way.
right.
Yeah, I guess because I can carry it because I'm
yeah.
tanky enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't play
Was
encumbered.
that a health
You
joke?
guys are-
Was,
you guys
I
are
think that
fine.
was a health joke.
That was a health joke. Yeah. So, coming at
I am
you.
offended. And
I don't play encumbrance, so you're fine. Encumbrance is fucking boring.
Okay, cool. I'll just add
Yeah.
499.
Your armor and your pack has put you at 96.7 pounds. You're over encumbered.
Oh my god.
You're over
where
cucumbered.
you literally can't move.
Over cucumbered.
I pick up the entire guild and place it in my pack.
Naira,
Is that your question?
I will close it off for today, and Emily here will wash the table. I will do as much as I can. I promise you this. I'll speak with Oakley, see if we can shift around the job.
Thank you. We
Of
will
course.
keep you updated with whatever we can find about these papers.
Please do. I am so sorry. I will be more diligent in accepting the jobs.
Thank you.
And he leans in. And if you see any fucking imps, kill them.
Imps?
Somebody has broken Rule 7 again, and they're everywhere.
We will kill the imps for you.
There are imps crawling the place. And as he says that, you hear a crash of a flagon. And, what? As there's a dwarf just kind of sitting there with a flagon of mead just kind of dripping across the table, and they're quite a nuisance.
Do I see
Why?
any imps?
No. You scanning around, you can't quite see anything of any demonic nature, and this is why Rule 7 exists.
Fucking Rule 7, man.
These fucking imps.
What's Rule 7 again?
The guild. Hold on, the guild charter. I will show you guys.
Oh yeah, do we actually have that as?
Yeah, we have it
well,
open
the
here.
Yeah, we do have it.
The
Thank you.
Adventurer's Code of Conduct.
No summoning
Which
No
No
will
summoning
change-
demons on guild property.
Somebody summon demons here?
imps.
Yes, one of the on the third floor thought they needed a little practice and forgot the rules.
Imps.
Well, we will take them out if we see them.
Forever cursed by fucking imps. Anyways, sorry to vent.
Thank you for all your help, Jamarcus.
Anything. Gooch is family. He's part of one of us. We do
I-
anything for each other.
I do have one more question.
Yes.
There was a man that we had to kill on our way here, who worked for Kaylee, Miss Aldwind.
Yes.
He was a very large man, and he had a hammer with the symbol of Talos on it. We're not sure if you've heard of such a weapon.
I've not. No, there's nobody in the guild matching this description. What did you do with the body?
Shit, what did we do with the body?
I think you guys
Body's
left
down
it.
there.
I cut off its head, kicked the head down the hall, and the body is still in the corner.
Right. I'm going to assume you didn't dispose of it. Were there any markings of the guild left on him?
Not that we're
Of all
aware
your
of.
crests, nobody knew it was you.
We keep our crests close. We don't.
Oh, right. Then we don't have to pay for it. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Casualties and all that.
If it does come up that they know it was us, we will pay the price.
Right. Yes. Of course. Don't worry about it right now.
Down low though. A
Um,
weapon.
But have you heard of weapons that have a soul or a demon or person in them?
I'm not sure. I mean, Oakley has Sprig,
Yes, well,
but that is I believe that was you that killed that tree ant. And other than that, no. Why? Why do you ask?
we were just curious. We
Is there a guild librarian we can speak to real quick, or some historian?
Not currently. He's over in the Eastern District on business.
I understand.
He'll be back in a week's time.
Well, all right. Well, we were just curious. We had heard some whispers about one, and we wanted to make sure that
Right.
it didn't end up here.
Such a thing could be dangerous, of course.
Yes.
And he grabs her hand for a moment. I'm so sorry, Naira.
It will be okay, I hope.
We'll
Thank you
find
for all your help.
Of course. And come back soon, and we'll get you your class 4.
Thank you.
And he hands the sheet of paper over to Ward, and if you wish, and I think at that point we can go back to your conversation that you two were having, if you guys want.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ward, we never really talked about what your plans were. Did you see yourself with the guilds? Did you see yourself adventuring once again?
No,
Oh, you're hunting this dragon
I just
thing.
wish to find the dragon. That is really all. Though if this is the only way that I can...
On your pursuit, I mean, I see you needing payment of some sort. Obviously,
Perhaps.
improving your gear.
Maybe. I suppose. Doesn't matter much to me. Signing on to this guild and taking a few coins to pay for my way. Not a problem.
On our way through this odd scenario, gods and whatnot. I wouldn't mind having another gnome on duty, someone reliable and someone intelligent like yourself.
Yeah.
I kind of brush him aside while he's talking and rambling, and I'm looking at the fucking adventurer's code of conduct now because there's rules.
Yeah.
He likes rules.
Guildmaster,
Yes.
things found on the adventures,
Yes.
should they exceed the power of the law, do we turn it over to you or the military, the watch?
No, that is for you alone. Rule 3, that you may not accept the payment upon completion of the job, is the only... We toiled with the rule of keeping everything for a while, but we stopped.
So you take no responsibility upon yourself should one of your adventurers destroy the entire district.
We cannot control that.
Right. Okay. Where do I sign then?
At the bottom.
Sign
Quick
it,
signature.
hand
Okay.
it back.
All right then. I suppose our next stop should be to the watch. We have to.
Just
potentially.
a moment, and he nods over to the small girl Emily, and she like quickly goes into a small chest that's beside her. She kind of brings over 3 or 4 things. She's, right, what do you want? Do you want a sew-on crest? Do you want to sew it on, or do you want a pin? Or do you want a helmet with it on it?
Your crest.
The guild crest.
Or,
Yes.
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 I
Rule
have
6.
Yes. I suppose I'll take a. You have a badge or something.
And she, right, you have to sew it on though.
Right,
So
I
if you want, I can do that. I sew, but can you sew?
I can sew, of course I can sew. I'm 439 years old, child. I've learned a few more tricks than sewing in my years.
Right, of course.
Must it be done right now? We have more pressing matters than sewing crests.
Jamarcus kind of, no, but while you're on a job.
I would suggest you sewing it. I will make sure it is actually sewed on properly and
Not, you don't have
Kindly.
to do it right now.
Right.
It's just formality.
Of course.
When you take a job, I just expect it to be there.
Of course, I was part of the military for 200 years. I understand. I just think there's more pressing
I whisper over
matters.
to Marcus. Just get it done now. This
Yes,
he's,
it's not a
Oh,
bother. It's really not.
oh,
You're
trust me,
currently
it's not a
not
bother.
on a job, and as such, you do not have to display it. And he quickly, we can do your tour at another time. The job postings are over there. Should you need one, take it to me afterwards.
I'm on a job already anyway.
I'm gonna take the thing out of the girl's hand, the patch, and just fucking stuff it in a pocket.
All right. Yep.
Come on then. What do you think about the hammer, Bigglesby? Are we requisitioning it or not? I don't trust it.
You mean,
I just
my-
kind of like try to move him away as we're.
You
Thank you, Jamarcus. And like as he starts talking about the hammer, I just like keep
Yeah.
moving him away.
Do you believe he can control its
Immediately,
power?
my face goes blank again in just full on, just uncomfortable.
Clicking.
What?
I
Okay,
can see
we'll
you.
talk
What
about
are
this.
you doing?
I thought you had fallen asleep.
We'll talk about this later, Ward. Please.
Later.
Let's.
I wouldn't mind a rest. Perhaps we could take a rest.
Later. We'll go. We
Just woke up 4 hours ago.
I just woke up like 4 minutes ago from a nap that I was having.
Yeah, you woke up. Yeah.
4 minutes is enough.
I feel like you
before
fell
become,
asleep like mid their conversation.
400 something years. Oh,
before I become irritable again. Dragged out. This is not even speaking anymore.
So, you guys kind of pull away from Jamarcus for a little bit, and you see there's a small couple, two women together as they kind of approach Jamarcus, and he immediately kind of tells them to pause and tells Emily to step in as he goes up the stairs hurriedly. And you can see Naira as you go out. Oakley once again nods at you, but is currently in conversation with his other companions real quick. But it's you gain the fact that he knows. What are you guys doing?
are
Well,
we outside the
before we
jail or are we
leave-
still inside?
Whatever you guys want to do.
Before we leave, we should talk to that map guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's, dare I say it, imperative that we talk to the map man.
We're gonna need a fifth player, guys. Unfortunately, Frisk has retired from the campaign.
Suddenly,
Retired.
12
They
bolts of
posted a
light
pun in the
same
chat, and I
spot.
banned you.
It's just holy hell. One was enough, two wasn't, but 12 bolts of lightning in the same spot. Just
Unbelievable.
Chris was a great player, great bard. She was.
We loved her well, everyone. We loved
Oh
her.
God, I can't wait to see her in 4
Wow.
days. Holy shit!
I know.
I should say really quickly, by the way, Gorthes, you can thank the chat for this hammer. The chat came up with this. You can all thank Twitch chat for this beautiful specimen named Kira.
I'm sub chat.
May I
Oh,
say-
no.
I'm sub chat only. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks.
What's up, chat?
Don't forget I love
Then
you
team
guys
up,
hashtag-
for giving me something cool and perhaps really interesting for the story, and everyone just hates it. So
Hashtag fuck the chat, though. So,
Fuck you, chat.
as you guys...
You know, I think the chat was really good at providing this improvisation.
Oh,
So,
So,
That was your fault too, chat. Way to
kind
go.
of saunter over to the
Oh,
map maker,
boy.
and you can hear the as he's coloring in a couple of houses. You see him working on what looks to be something in the Northern District ward. As you come up to him, he seems to have this 10-foot table all to himself, and there's been a couple of moments where as one like new looking adventurer goes to sit down, and they like quickly like they go off. There's ink that's been now spilled across like one other map, and he just doesn't seem to care. You just hear him. It's a river. It's a river. Whatever. What are you guys doing? You guys just going up and talking to him?
I'm gonna,
Yep, I'm gonna go on over there.
Well, we did purchase the map earlier, and he was very, very, very happy about that.
Last time I went and tried to talk to him, he wouldn't even look at me. I had to play my instrument. So
Once
so-
again, ignoring you and just frantically, all four of you now kind of standing behind him.
What's his name again?
Don't think you got a name.
I don't think I got a name, huh?
If you did, I can't fucking remember. So don't think you got a name though.
No.
Excuse me, Mr. Map Man. Hello? Why don't you look at me?
Okay. What?
Hi.
What do you
Hi,
want?
remember me?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. I was wondering if you could help us, maybe decipher these notes that we have here.
No.
I'll give you gold.
How much?
I've got 49 gold with your name on it. I mean, I could bring it to the other gentleman over there who offered for 45.
Give it to me.
All right.
He holds out his hand. He's still not like looking at you. The only glance you've caught from his is like Scrooge McDuck-esque look. Just like hooked nose, just furrowed brow, very reminiscent of somebody in your party. An angrier gentleman. Kind of just his hand shoots out.
Mm. All right. I mean, I'll pay you, but you have to help me first.
He finally like turns and
I'm gonna show him the
long-
gold. I'm gonna show him right here. This could be yours.
tries to snatch it out of your hand immediately.
No. Look at the notes first.
Immediately, I kind of. Excuse me. Did you also know that there's a cave connecting to the catacombs under the Western District?
He just turns, long swig. Just,
Are you familiar with the submerged?
of course I knew about the caves. What do you want?
We have these roses.
I take out the notes and I just kind of put them in front of him.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
The words to be said. Just he takes out the note.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
One day. Only one day.
That seems reasonable.
50 more gold.
50
more gold!
That's not what we agreed on.
May I ask why 50 more gold?
It's complex.
50 more gold.
Thank you.
We'll give you the... How much did you say, Ethel? Did you have?
49.
We'll give you the 49 now, and the 50 once we return tomorrow.
He just takes the notes, pulls the gold over to himself, and begins to like frantically, just seemingly immediately you are out of his mind, and he's just you can almost see like out of the corner of his mouth like a grin, as if it's a challenge, and he enjoys it. And he just immediately starts frantically like putting one. No. What's another one? No. Emily, more beer. And then it just starts to go into it. Starts to delve as like face inches from the paper as he's just glued to it and just looking at them as hard as he can.
Before we leave, I'm sorry to interrupt. What is your name?
Mark.
Mark? Thank you.
Give me a perception check. Mark's a stupid fucking name. It's not Mark.
Can I inset? Actually, is that his actual name? Like, am I?
It's
you can
obviously
only-
not his
yeah.
name.
Perception check as he like mutters that under his breath.
Oh, just perception.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh,
Is Emily coming up? Can I ask her?
You see her. No, you don't see her immediately coming up. You see her like kind of frantically like.
That's a shame.
It like jolts her, and then runs across to the eastern side of the hall here, and starts to talk to the bartender there, and just you see him like filling up 1, 2, 3 flagons, and she immediately starts to rush them over.
So much potential. He could have been Mark Wardberg. My
Is there
heart
a
aches.
super like? Is there like a godly smite spell that it makes at level 4?
I already hit her with it.
It still hurts.
And
She starts to run over, and she like slams it on the table. Like the one in the middle is kind of balancing precariously. It's like it's now stained her small garb that she's wearing, and as it sloshes out of it as she's running over as fast as she can, and she like slams them on the table, some of it spilling, and no! Oh, as you see like this splashes of it just like cover the ink that had fallen, and the ink just starts to bleed onto the map.
Jesus God. Fucking vulture.
Wow.
I love him. I love him so much. I want him forever. Oh, good God.
Are you trying to talk to her, or?
Emily,
Yes.
I just take her aside. I'm like,
She looks terrified, fucking terrified.
I give her another piece of gold just to calm her down.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. What is this man's name?
Zalcrin.
Zalkin.
Zalcrin.
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 Okay. Thank you. Just
Welcome.
go get yourself something to eat or rest.
Okay.
You're all right, child. You're all right.
Okay. I'm all right.
Deep breaths.
She kind of like, she just begins to like slowly, just one foot after the other, visibly like shoulders just kind of jittering and shaking after the encounter. She slowly saunters away and sits down at the desk, and you hear her like, where were we? Talking to the two women that are kind of like arms linked around each other, and they seem pretty solemn. What are you guys doing?
I guess, are we heading out then?
One more fucking pun in this chat, Frisk, and you are permanently banned. I swear to God. Swear to God. Do you guys? So, I assume for the sake of the session here, begin to walk out the doors again, greeted by Gorthes, who's leaning against a tree, talking. What are you up to right now?
Gorthes was just sitting on like a bench, just kind of like twiddling the hammer around his hand.
Yeah, you see him kind of fascinated with the hammer in his hands here, but kind of.
I'm looking up to the sky.
Okay. And then, as you hear the doors like swing open again and look over, it's your companions.
I just wave.
What is the party up to now?
Glaring deeply.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you done what you need to do.
We have some gold from the I can't even talk because I'm still thinking about Gooch. I start walking kind of like away back the direction where the temples are.
Okay. You see her slowly start to saunter off in the direction of where you need to go, Gorthes.
Wait, so we're going? All right. And I kind of quick pace, kind of walk past her towards the.
Really moving. I just say, we're going to find Gooch.
Temple.
Gooch. She's still out there.
We're definitely going to find Gooch.
Said we go there after the Adventures Guild. No.
We now have a headhunt on that biatch.
Mm-hmm. Yep, what he said.
You guys would know too that the
Yach.
temple district is right next to her house. If that's where you plan to go.
How does Ethel look right now? First of all,
I'd say like still a little fucked up. You can see like her hair is a little singed and burnt from the kind of splash of flame across her chest. Right where the bolt hit, like directly in the center of her, you can see a small like still not like smoldering but now calmed down blackened piece of leather armor, and some of the crest of the guild is like a little bit burnt away from the strike. Looks obviously in walking and working condition, but rougher wear.
Since we've gotten paid first.
Squirrel's antlers.
No, like the light thing, because it just made my hairs go.
Oh yeah. I'd say her hair is like the right side. Her hair is like sticking out.
Since we've just gotten paid, before we go and potentially throw ourselves into another dangerous, situation with now potential gods, do we maybe stock up? Potions?
Yeah, my ears are
such?
still ringing.
Let's get you a potion of some sort.
My lasagna hurts.
What the hell is a lasagna?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go get some heals.
I don't think I want to know.
Oh, my stern face just goes.
As they're talking, Gorthes, in your mind, you again vacuous space fills and they're celebrating. We need to go now.
Yeah, believe
Now,
me.
Gorthes. Now.
I'm just gonna keep walking ahead towards the
Okay.
temple.
Gorthes begins to move straight past the courtyard.
Is that the same direction as like the shops?
I'd say there's kind of shops littered all around. There's no real market square in the Western District except for up here at this little crossroads. That'd be where most of the merchants and people go to kind of like hawk their wares before people go into the Central District or before they travel off. And you know, the forest is dangerous. Take this, like kind of type deal. Around here, there's more of a steady presence of like acolytes and nobles. As you begin to cross the literal poverty line, as the houses go from kind of like ramshackle shacks into large like crystalline glassed windows of mansions and marble pillars that reach up to the sky. The gilded like dragons or lions or whatever have you of each crest. In the temple district here, there's not too much in terms of wares, but you could probably find a couple merchants.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking for a place that has potions.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe
you
some arrows.
on the way you see a small like general wares sign, kind of hanging and swinging back and forth in the breeze. There's a couple of kids that like they keep jumping and trying to hit the sign, but they're like 4 feet off the mark.
How tall are these children?
They're like shorter than you type deal. Like
Okay.
yeah.
If we're walking in that direction, if Gorthes is still Gorthes? Gorthes?
Well,
Pick me up a moment.
and lift her up.
Just hit the sign and look down at the kids.
They all like cheating. Oh, you're cheating.
Gorthes, can you put me down?
I gently, but kind of like a
Forceful.
not forceful, just kind of like lower down, then just all at once let go.
Quick. I
Yep.
know we're shopping.
Go
I
ahead.
need something to cast one of my spells, but I can't remember which one it is.
So I noticed this earlier. I let it slide with the hold person, but if you want to cast your spells with abandon, just whatever you want to do, I'd suggest picking up a component pouch. If either of you don't have any, component pouch, Frisk, basically, if a spell has a material component, but there is no gold amount listed, a component pouch contains the components necessary. So some of them, like Resurrect, will require a diamond worth 500 gold. That will not cover it. But if it's just a small sprig of tree or a metal rod or whatever, you can use that as a channeling device.
Hold on.
Okay.
We going shopping?
Yeah, we're going shopping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Do I have the general? Yep. This is everything available in the shop. As you kind of pull open the one door, it seems to almost like the top almost falls off the hinge as you pull it open. You see a squat like tiefling, kind of a round tiefling sitting at the counter of it. She seems to kind of not really regard you as you walk through and kind of peruse the wares, but seems to be keeping like one eye on you as you walk around.
All right, let's see what we got
Shopping.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She works that out. Is there anybody that's not doing shopping? And okay, what are you doing?
Would I know of any place where I am able to get some ruby dust?
Probably either in this store at a like material store.
Material,
like
okay.
A magical emporium would be probably in the northern section of the western district, or
Okay.
over in the south. Probably
I'm not gonna
frequent.
travel that far or anything like that. I'm just gonna sit outside and just kind of I'll go inside. I'll just kind of like peruse, not really like.
I have an answer to your question though. Ruby dust worth 50 gold is on every spell. It's just an
Yes, it
example. You don't actually need it.
Yeah, you don't
Oh.
actually need
It's
them.
like grayed out.
That's right. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
that's
you. I
real.
didn't
Except
catch that.
for-
The amount of
No,
times
yeah.
I've had players be
Yeah.
like, I need ruby dust worth 50 gold, and I'm like,
need
oh
50
shit.
gold
Well,
worth of ruby
yeah,
dust.
I guess
That's
you
the
go
way-
to this place and you spend money, and then I'm
completely
like,
forgot to look at-
oh no, that it's
Yeah,
just
I
an
completely
example that
forgot to
Roll20
look
gives
at,
you.
So it's what is
Triggers
it?
me
Is
out
it
when I hear it
visual?
now.
Is it visual or verbal? It's visual, right? Visual,
Verbal,
somatic,
verbal,
and
verbal.
material.
Verbal.
Is it verbal?
Verbal, somatic is
it
hands.
is-
Oh, somatic. Yeah. So verbal, somatic, and material.
Yeah.
If it has the M checked, it needs the
M
material.
is going to be material. Yeah.
Otherwise, roll
Yeah,
20.
that
will just put
one thing,
20
and
dust.
that is going to be a pinch of soot and salt.
Yeah. So if
I'm
you have a
not buying
component
this
pouch,
stuff.
which I believe are like what 25 gold a piece.
Something like that. You
It'd
could
be like a small pouch, probably like this big. They would have just everything, right? Everything that you would need. And if not, you could go to whatever. Like if you need a twig, you can pick it up in a forest, whatever have you. Ward, what are you doing?
Nothing. I'm keeping an eye on Gorthes from now on.
Gorthes, okay. Gorthes, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just
Don't
walking.
trust that little
You're
shit.
walking. Okay, so you see them stop, and Gorthes continues to walk. As you can kind of Gorthes, you feel this like hunger, this need from the Warhammer. You feel her, Kira, compelling you to continue on and finish it right now.
I'm standing right next to Ward, just watching this.
Yeah, so you would see him just like he would stop for a moment probably, and then kind of look and continue walking down. I'd say that the temples are probably just like down the road, maybe like a 15-minute walk. You can see the small like blackened, not obsidian, but just blackened stone of Kelemvor's temple. Small like smiths working in the crystalline chunks into it in Kelemvor's name. But
Is the Temple of Talos?
yeah,
in
roll me a
my-
perception
my
check.
side?
With Ward just sitting next to him, it happens to slip. I'm still looking at Gorthes though. She talked to me.
Oh, sorry. Chad has corrected me as they usually do. I don't believe you need a spellcasting focus, Frisk. Yeah, your instrument serves as that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Thank you, chat. Still
Thanks,
hashtag fuck
chat. Because now I don't need shit.
Also, fuck you, chat, for making this actually a problem.
chat. So yeah, you
Gorthes
just
has what he
guys
wants.
see
Uh-uh.
continue to walk. What do you guys do?
Gorthes.
I'm literally
I
right
say
now.
these two, only Bigglesby and Ward, because you're.
Oh,
inside.
okay, never mind. I'm inside. Yeah.
He said.
Also, whatever you want to pick up from the list, just give me a list of it in the chat, and we'll deduct how much gold.
Okay.
He said that it spoke to him. Is that what he said?
Yeah, she spoke to me.
No,
The hammer.
the hammer.
Yes.
Well, what? What is
Still
it?
watching Gorthes kind of disappear in the crowd and everything like that.
Yeah.
Just
What did it say?
It wants me to trust it.
Yes, well, who doesn't want people to trust them? Trust it for what reason?
I don't know. I am not trusting that thing.
No? Well, it depends on what that thing is. If it's just the soul of somebody trapped, then it's relatively harmless, I would
It has
imagine.
the power to smite and cast lightning on anything at its will. I don't like it.
Yeah, I have the ability to cast fire from my hands, and so do you. I've seen you do it. I'm sure that not everything should be judged quite so hastily.
A weapon. A non-living thing should not do that.
Well, perhaps. Seems like it's been activated by a living thing, though, doesn't it? Seems like it likes Gorthes.
I just gonna sit quietly and contemplating what the hell the fuck to do.
As I said before, I think we should wait and watch, and if it turns out that it's malevolent, then I shall requisition it. I am a soldier. I still hold some sway, I'm sure. And, again, he believes it to be his, I believe it to be ours. Finders keepers isn't always the rule of it, just because he picked it up first and bound himself to it. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's his. Otherwise, every thief in town could just take what they want, unreprimanded.
All right, what were you saying?
Where's he going?
Is he wandering off?
Yeah, I'd say at this point you see him push past a group of like noble women that are kind of just walking by about 5 minutes down the road. Like,
Come on,
15
I'm up.
steps.
I'm up.
come on.
And I drag Bigglesby
You
with
see him
me.
start to disappear. Garthus, with your perception, not hard to see. There is a large group of people in what look to be kind of steel blue robes, with all with, I'd say, the symbol of Talos very evidently displayed on the back of them. They seem to almost be like disrupting the square as they're doing these like ritualistic dancing, their arms going up and down, the crouching, and they're kind of just they seem to be in a semicircle around the entrance to the Temple of Talos, which has now been completed. You can see the white marble with streaks of lightning mixed in with sapphire into the marble, looking like lightning bolts coming down into the entrance. Above emblazoned, you can see a large cut of rubies that have been carefully placed into the red lightning bolt, and other for topaz, and then more sapphire for the blue section. As the light catches it, you can see that they're made up of multiple gems put into one go. But as you approach, people seem to be avoiding them as they kind of like skirt around, and you can kind of just hear screaming from inside the temple as the doors are left open.
I'm gonna wait for the group to catch up, but I'm gonna approach one of the I'm guessing like monks.
Yeah, okay. Put a hand on his shoulder or interrupt what he's doing.
Hello?
Good day.
What's going on here?
The temple is complete. We're finally near the ascension. The calling of the thunder.
What's there?
Enter the middle, brother. See inside. Because now the screaming is kind of turned to like a high pitch, almost unsettling laughter from inside.
I'm just gonna stand next like the gate to the entrance, kind of wait for
you
the
see,
others.
you are as you pass through them, you are the only person in the semicircle, the square, we'll call it. They've kind of almost blocked off half of this square into a semicircle, and they let you pass freely as they would anyone else. But as you walk up the steps, you're the only person in the midst of this semicircle. And like as you walk through, you can kind of hear like small murmurings and whispers from the semicircle as their chanting stops. And as you look over, you see one of them is just laser focused on the hammer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the rest of the group to catch up.
Okay. You guys finish your shopping. Potions of healing, grappling hook, and 20 arrows. How much does that cost?
I think that's. Hold on, I just.
You
need
said
to
2
check the
potions of
grappling
healing.
hook.
Hold on, I'll.
Yeah, so it's 103.
103 gold. Okay, mark it off.
Yeah. Okay.
She kind of, as you purchase it, she wraps it up in a bag and ties something around it and passes it over to you. Says, "Thank you so much," and lets you on with your day. Say as you guys catch up. Quickly running through, you watch as Gorthes like briefly exchanges conversation with one of the acolytes in this semicircle, and you can see now that like they've stopped their chanting, and other people in the square outside of the semicircle have also like turned to this dead silent semicircle here. As above you the clouds start to pick up again, they start to move a little more rapidly as Gorthes approaches and starts to rain. You see him standing now probably on the 6th or 7th step near this temple that from these 2 pillars seem to arc up into a large like dome over the top with stained glass above it, depicting their deity calling down lightning bolts on non-believers, and what looks to be a mosaic of sorts of the beginning and then the end of the world by the end of it. What are you guys doing?
I think me and Ward are still kind of in the crowd, not really following Gorthes. I don't know about really following him, but we're just still in the crowd, just watching him walk up to this temple and obviously seeing the weather change and whatnot.
Yeah. Gorthes, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for the group.
Yeah, so you see him, you kind of spot them from across the wall. Kind of, do you like nod them over, or?
Yeah, just acknowledgement nod, and
it seems as if he wants you to approach.
Whose temple is this again?
Talos.
Do we know? Talos? Okay.
Yeah, you would know immediately from the symbols. It is Talos.
Okay.
I'm just out on the street, dipping my hair in a puddle of water on the ground.
Okay.
Ever since I got struck by that lightning,
yeah,
it's not on fleek.
It kind of takes it down a little bit, but there's like one hair that stubbornly like still sticks out.
Just trying to smooth it down, man. It's a hard knock life out here in Ilios, know what I mean?
You said LA for a second. This is LA personified. So do you guys approach him?
Yeah, I guess so. Just very slowly.
As you pass through this semicircle here of people, you can hear small whispers like, "The chosen, he walks. And what do you think he'll do? The ritual, we're calling it down. It's completed." You guys pass through, come to the foot of the steps. You can see Gorthes now. Are you wielding the hammer, or are you just kind of at your side, Gorthes?
At my side.
Okay, you can see him kind of looking down on you from the 6th or 7th step here. Kind of the picture of the 3 bolts of Talos almost seem to like converge right behind his head, as if designed that way. The sapphire streaks of lightning that adorn the marble pillars of the outside of the temple, and from the inside as well, the shadows kind of like play out, all sparkle from the gems. Seem to continue and continue to shine and refract light, albeit the clouds forming above you. They seem to almost, as they've all moved now and are just slowly converging.
What is happening?
Does it mean anything to me as I'm watching all of this?
I don't know. Does it? That's for you to answer. I don't know.
Well,
Am I
About me.
sensing anything magical wise in the air? Obviously, the influence
Yeah.
of
Say
weather.
Does it
you being
look
being
like
a little
something is happening?
both of you being a little like sensitive to it. You can feel a slight tingle in the air.
This is probably the work of magic and not some other fucking like religious actual thing. It's just probably someone casting a spell.
You can roll a Arcana check.
I would happy to do that actually.
Okay. I'd say Ward, you're not quite sure. Maybe it's been a while since you've used magic. You're not as in touch.
What do you make
with
of all
it.
that?
I'll elbow Bigglesby.
Yeah, but Bigglesby, you can feel almost like a slight like nausea, like a headache setting on which you would know from being in the guild when higher level spells have been cast, very very powerful magic. Kind of like a wave of nausea seems to roll over a lot of people from the kind of literal changing of the fabric of the world around you. This
Would I
kind
be
of like
able to identify whether it's divine or arcane.
with a 20, I'd say you're smart enough to figure out it's divine, in divine aspected, as you're standing in front of a temple. But yeah, this kind of small set of like nausea washes over you, being particularly sensitive to it.
Something's big. Something's been happening inside.
Yeah, and you all can hear as you enter the semicircle.
Right.
The kind of like raucous laughter just it begins to like become a little more high pitched
This is a temple to Talos.
shrieking temple to Talos. Yeah,
What is Talos? Fucking good, bad?
Talos. Roll me religion check.
Yeah, I described with the mosaic smiting
He's-
the non-believers.
More of a like a chaotic evil aspected god.
Oh, Jesus.
Kind of hell bent on destruction and might, and demands like absolute obedience from his followers.
Wait, they can just construct fucking temples of evil in the middle of Ilios?
I mean, he's not necessarily an evil god. Just some of the acts that his followers carry out are.
Oh.
It's also a very free-thinking society. As long as nothing bad happens to the city, then things are okay.
It's Canada.
It's basically the Western District is Canada. I mean, you'd know from like the Northern District that there was a small petition for a while to set up one of the temples up north, and the temple to Malil, they had kind of pushed it over east of Jorindal, but they wouldn't allow it in the city, mainly because a lot of them are like anti-religion. But it pretty much anything goes as long as all is kosher within the city. The queen has allowed things like this to happen, as long as not too much destruction is wrought, and at the end of the day, everyone can recover.
You should beware. Sometimes these acolytes of Talos, they get a little crazy. We should keep a close eye. Check this isn't something untoward.
Is there any guards around?
Yeah.
I'd
Is
say
there
there's a
also
couple.
actual
There's a
city
couple
guards?
standing at the city guards are standing back. I'd say at the back of the square. You can see they're a little on edge, but perhaps maybe these acolytes have already gotten permission to host a ceremony of some sort.
I want to make like contact with one of the guards, or kind of some like, I guess, kind of get tabs on them, and I want to tap on my the Adventurers Guild badge real
I'm
quick.
just give
Let
you a
them
brief
know that,
nod.
yeah, there's something not right, and we're investigating, kind of thing. Just like,
I'm gonna fucking John McClane the shit out of this. I'm gonna show him my shield, which is my
Yeah.
insignia of rank.
Yeah, one of them like
I'm gonna do a full like
Kinda-
Armstrong. You know.
yeah. Well, you see the one that just nodded at Bigglesby, just kind of like nudges the guy next to him, and they both look
I'm waving him over
seemingly.
to us.
Yeah,
One of them.
probably better tell him.
One of them,
Great.
the man that knows you. Yes. What do you want?
My name is Captain Ward Buckler. I served in the North for 200 years. We're not 100% sure what's going on here, but we do have some small insider knowledge that perhaps that Warhammer there could be causing this magic.
And the other one kind of falls. It's just rain. We're not worried.
Oh, well, perhaps you should be. Precisely what I'm trying to tell you. We have some insider knowledge that something might be amiss. I would be aware of it and perhaps usher some of these people away.
Right. All right. Thank you, sir.
Do you have any rubber?
What?
Rubber. Is rubber even a thing? It's probably not.
Fuck no, rubber's not a thing.
Right. I don't know. I think
you want to do what?
No, I had a dream once. I was on another world. An invention. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm not a dimension traveling. No.
He's all. It's fine. Just
practically senile.
keep the people safe.
Keep tabs on this one. Make sure it doesn't disturb the peace.
Keep an eye on.
Keep tabs on the people. Something's not right here.
Right.
I'm strutting over to Gorthes now.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Gorthes, what are you doing?
Will watch him Lalafell waddle over there.
You see them? Yeah, it's a little Lalafell.
Absolutely.
See them?
Giant
what are you doing? The fuck are you
shield.
doing? The gnome dance too?
Giant shield.
He's got loaded his pants and everything like that. Just
Let's go have a little look, see what we can say.
As you're standing here looking down on your friends and you see them talk to a guard for a brief moment. All of the acolytes now in this semicircle are eyes boring into you, and you can feel this urge, this hunger. As the laughter almost seems to from inside, it almost seems to fill, as if your head were like a cavernous void. It just seems to ring and echo, just a cacophony of voices and other voices laughing as well. And you can hear one singular voice above them all. Kira, she, Gorthes, it's time. Come, help our Lord.
In my mind, I reply.
Sorry?
Yeah. In my mind, I reply to
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see Ward walking over. Right. What do you think this is?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Is there an acolyte as well in front of Gorthes? Someone?
None.
None?
None.
Any idea why they started happening almost the moment you started walking up these steps to this place?
Well, I've heard the acolytes saying, like, chosen one and such.
Roll me a perception check. Yeah, I'd say you caught a whisper as you walked by. I'd say like the glowing insignia on the hammer. You kind of heard it as you were just walking away, like 5 feet away. Just heard one or two whispers of it.
Yeah. I heard one of the acolytes say, chosen one.
Yeah, well, chosen one this, chosen one that. It's every other Thursday they have a new chosen one. These religious acolytes. They think it's you. You think they're casting something inside? Try and grab you, maybe, off the street. Steal the hammer.
Have you ever heard of the Ascendants?
I haven't heard of the
Or
Ascendants.
Ascension?
Or Ascension.
I mean, you would know what ascension is. You would know it's somebody's like physical body ascending the prime material plane and working their way towards divinity. But you've never seen one.
What are the odds I think these geezers are just going to try and nick him? I now believe that the hammer is not sentient, and these guys have just been like fucking messaging Gorthes from across the city, getting him over here, and they're just gonna fucking
roll
get
me
him
an
and
insight check.
cut out his kidneys and fucking
Charlie!
There you go.
I'd say the thought crosses your mind, but the intensity and the supernatural of this situation kind of seems out of even his hands.
So it seems more like the hammer and the whole god thing is more likely than this is like a body snatching.
Yeah. But the thought definitely crosses your mind.
But this is Talos. He's gonna fucking... No one wants this Talos to ascend, do they? If he's a fucking chaotic thunder lord.
Nothing but
And again in your mind, Goth, stop wasting time. Go inside. Help the ritual.
What does your gut tell you, Goliath?
Whoa. Ever had that feeling when you ate something spicy? You want to fart, but you don't want to fart in case it's not a fart.
I suppose so. Yes, what are you trying to get at?
But I have that one feeling. And I kind of just like eye twitch to the hammer, hoping that he catches it.
I'm gonna catch something
I
like
should.
I can't say that I trust the situation. I have an uneasy feeling in the pit of my stomach, but you know, if you want to go and head on in and pray, something seems amiss to me. That hammer, I dare say, is trouble. I think we should turn it over to the proper authorities. Let the higher-ups deal with it.
But it's not just here, though. It's happening in Maliki's as well.
Well, how do you know? What are you talking about?
For Ethel and Naira.
How would you know? They're having dreams. We all have dreams of things that we don't understand. They think they're having the same dream.
The same thing, though?
Yeah, the horoscopes. Everyone thinks they've got the same horoscope. They think they've got the same dreams. No, they can't possibly be related, surely.
Well, what's a horoscope?
I don't know. Sometimes I know strange words from other worlds. I don't understand.
I did earlier. What's a superconductor?
I'm afraid that's not one I've heard. I'm not a dimension-traveling gnome. I've lived my entire life here in Ilios.
And Gorthes kind of looks around. You ever heard that feeling you're being watched?
The hammer. I suggest we wrap it up and take it away.
Gorthes is gonna turn around. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna turn around and no. This is my fate.
Oh,
He's gonna walk in.
you're gonna hold on then. Before you step in, I'll follow you in. If anything goes wrong, I'll give you a safe word. Okay?
Conductor.
Superconductor.
Right.
Yeah? I'll get you out of there. One last thing. Here to touch my nose.
Uh,
Come. It's the only way I can cast this spell. It'll help you.
can I insight check?
Sure. I don't think he's trying to.
I'm not trying
I'm just
to.
gonna do something.
Yeah.
I am.
Just touch my nose.
Are you?
I'm trying to cast a spell.
Seems relatively safe. Just wants you to touch his nose.
Big nose.
He's old.
It takes me a little longer if you don't want to touch the nose. This is the quickest way I can do. It's a spell that I learned. It's not one that I understand, but I'm used to casting spells that cast fire from my hands, and sometimes can bring up shields, and I was interested in
What's the name of the spell?
protection from evil and good, and dare say it might help you if you step into something untoward in there.
Right. I just quickly bop his nose.
Yeah, cast protection from evil and good.
Yeah, as you touch, you feel like a sense wash over you. Just kind of a calm.
Alongside that, I have danger sense.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
anything-
nothing seems to be amiss about the situation.
Sorry, hold on. Let me read this real quick.
I learned that from a bunch of traveling priestly, cloistered dwarves. They had very large noses, and a lot of them cast that spell through their nose. It's not one that I usually learn spells from wizards, war mages, and such. This one is one that I thought might come in handy. He's helped me a few times.
Right.
I'm becoming more and more irritable as I become uncomfortable.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well,
I'm gonna prepare, like hold an action, or hold my stone's endurance.
Okay.
Isn't that a reaction anyway?
It is a reaction, yeah. So you're good. You don't have to hold anything.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm walking in.
Okay. So as you walk in,
Put a hand on his back as well as I walk in
Yeah.
with him, shield up.
so
I
I'd
trust that he's
say
going to teleport, by the way. That's why I'm doing that. I do not
Yeah,
trust
that's
he's
fine.
going to step through there and fucking I lose
That's
sight
fine.
of him. All right.
I'd say as you walk through, as you cross the threshold, Gorthes, you're met with the sight of not pews in this church and this temple, but small, just stone, like roughly carved stone benches. And there are hundreds of people in these steel blue robes. You can see the symbol of Talos printed on each of the back of them, and they all seem to just be humming a low tune as you walk. They don't seem to acknowledge you, but further up, a little further up, on the call it a dais, you can see once again, just like the sigil above the door, the three lightning bolts kind of arc out, one to the north, and you can see the stained glass ceiling. There's a large hole in the very top of it that seems to shine down and be raining down upon a man, also in steel gray robes, but they look a little bit more adorned. They seem to be covered with metal chains. They seem like they've shackled him to the dais, to the middle lightning bolt. As he steps in, ward in hand, the doors immediately close behind him. And you three in the square, you can hear the slow hymn.
I would have been
chant.
I would have been kind of behind Ward.
Wouldn't matter unless you were holding.
Unless I was, yeah. No.
Yeah, he was directly there. Even as you guys would walk up, just no matter you try the door, it seems to just jiggle as if it's barred from the other side. You got this. As you stand probably now in the middle of this small lane, you see three other men kneeling at a stone altar, same as the benches, but seemingly of different make. It seems to be more finely crafted. Again, small sapphire lightning bolts have been carved in. They seem to all arc up like tendrils and meet right in the direct middle, leaving a small square space. And you can hear now the laughter of the man in the shackles. He's laughing, and as the laughter kind of subsides, he just locks eyes with you. He's, come on, then! Do it!
Oh, shit.
Explain.
And in your head, the altar, Gorthes. Strike
Yeah.
the altar.
Yeah, but what's he gonna do to him?
It's going to consume him.
Oh, so he's the one gonna be consumed.
He's going to die. In a glorious death, fit for a high priest of Talos.
Right. Well, at least it wasn't me. I walk up.
As you walk up, you see the three acolytes now. The middle one steps away. And
I actually turn to Ward.
yeah.
Anything does happen, tell the others I love him.
Yes. Be careful.
I'm like banging on the door from the outside.
Yeah, it seems to be muffled by the occasional as the lightning cracks the square directly in front of the acolytes. They didn't even seem to flinch. The rain picks up now, a little more violent than it was prior. It seems like the entire city almost goes dark. As in your vision, it just seems to shrink a small amount as the sun is completely blocked. All light taken from the sky as if covered by a thick blanket of clouds. And
The thunder. Oh gosh. Oh god.
Gorthes,
Oh.
what do you do?
Walk up to the altar.
Okay.
I'm guessing the guy is standing nearby.
Yeah, there's the two of them on either side of you now as you walk up. The altar's probably, I'd say, like pelvic height with you. Little above their heads as there are a couple of steps down. It's like 4 or 5 steps that lead up to this altar, and the dais is right in front of them. Dais. And he just seems to be chained, and again he's, come on! Do it!
Right. Before I do this, I feel like you owe me an answer.
Are you
Deal?
speaking him?
Yeah.
You'll get them. You'll get the answers. If you're the one, then complete it. You see, like each heave of his chest, the chains grow more taut.
All right. I would like to rage.
Okay, you can feel the veins kind of they pulse out your entire mind. All your vision shrinks except for the altar and him, as the red kind of starts to creep in on each side.
I want to intimidate him to give me answers.
Okay, give me an intimidation check. Shit you not, he rolled a 6. What are you saying to intimidate him?
Before I do this, just tell me, what is he gonna do?
He will come. Do it! Bring him!
I look at Ward for one last time. See if he has any facial expression.
I'm white knuckling my longsword in its hilt on one side. My facial expression would be one of seems like a bad idea, but you know, legally they have the right, apparently by the Queen, to practice whatever religious bullshit they want to practice. So as a soldier or god or whatever, I'm just like, ah. So yeah, I probably look tense, but I'm keeping an eye on you. I'm just leaving. It's up to you. I don't know. Seems like a bad idea to me, but I said that, so my mind hasn't changed.
I'm guessing strike Call of Thunder on it.
Yeah, they use Call of Thunder. So how does this look as you bring it down on the dais?
It's kind of like how you expect a dwarf with an anvil.
Yeah. So just one final strike down. Okay. As you bring it down, you can hear Kieran. Yes, 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 my lord, my lord. And you notice as well the man chained is also saying the exact same things. Their voices kind of join in unison, and all of them you can now hear the chants from the.
And I stop just before it's about to hit the altar.
And they. Do it.
Sorry, I misjudged. Hold on. I got to do it again. And I stop just as I'm about to hit.
You can feel the. Almost as if in your mind this grip starts to tighten.
I'm gonna in my head just talk to her.
Are you teasing the anvil right
You're
now?
literally edging the fucking
He's
anvil.
edging it. He's edging the priest. Sorry, what were you saying you're doing?
Pissing off a god. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Cool.
In
Yeah.
my head, I'm just talking to her like, be honest with me.
Yes,
What will happen?
he will die.
Everything. What happens when this hammer touches that anvil?
He will die. And our Lord will have a connection to this prime material plane.
What does your
Nothing.
Lord want?
He wants to watch
Watch what?
the ascension
Of who? Who is getting ascended?
Kaylee Aldwind.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
You will not interfere. You will only watch. The Lord of Bones has come to claim her. And he will watch and deem her worthy or unworthy to join the divine. Let our Lord watch.
Looking around, is there like...
If you're looking for a window, I swear to God.
Is there a window?
It's one above you.
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
At one time, you really wanted a weapon?
What are you doing,
wanted
Gorthes?
a weapon.
I feel like that'd be a perfect way to end tonight's episode.
Oh, I know how tonight's
Oh.
up. Are you
Don't
you ending it right there?
dare.
Oh,
You're ending it for me?
Don't
No.
don't fucking do this.
Dude, we're going to TwitchCon and this is
Give
number
me-
2 weeks.
Oh
I will
my
fight
God.
Give me a wisdom
Twitch
saving
con.
throw.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We got 2 weeks. 2
I'm
weeks.
not okay
Feel
with this.
as she
Oh
says
Oh
this.
my god.
Perfect. she says this, and finally you seem to pause. She can sense you looking around, and you feel it. You feel the urge, the want, the need. Talos is coming. He just wants to watch. Bring down the hammer.
Alright. So many contradicting thoughts going through my head.
Wonder what? Can be the spells I'm, getting ready to cast at you. No.
The fuck
Can't
was
be
the
that.
wisdom save?
He made the wisdom save
What is it for?
for him to listen. As it exerts its force of will over you, you feel your hands start to rise directly above your head, but it pauses, still as if it wants you to do it. It's just merely set it up. And I think that's where we're in tonight's session.
Wait!
Fuck off! No.
Fuck you.
I want
we
to
have
know.
2
Oh,
weeks.
come on,
Wait.
2 weeks, man.
Are you kidding me?
Jay.
Oh,
But Jay,
Yeah.
what is making him do this thing?
The weapon.
What is the weapon? Is it a
Ascent.
celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
Neither.
Fuck! How? How is it none of those things?
It's just a weapon. There is no.
Fucking fuck you, you fucking.
I
piece of
hate
shit. Fuck.
Fucking sentient bullshit.
Sentient fucking
Chat,
weapon.
This is your fault. Cronus is dead to me. Chat, did I mention it's your fault? Oh,
Fuck you,
I
chat.
did?
Yeah, I'm about to close the Zoom call. I'm out.
That's the
I'm done.
ending.
Oh
Right there.
my god.
Thanks
I'm
for
not
playing,
coming back.
everyone.
Oh my
2 weeks.
god.
fuck?
TwitchCon is next Sunday.
Fuck
Unfortunately, you won't be able to see the conclusion of this until the Sunday after.
Great.
On
Okay.
the, I believe the 29th. You guys gotta wait 2 weeks.
Don't
Blame
worry,
Connor.
guys.
Blame Connor, man. That wasn't me. That was Connor.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Connor.
you know what? No.
Connor's-
I'm gonna see Jay in about 3 days.
Oh, me
I'm gonna fist punch his fart box for you guys. Don't worry, I got you, fam.
Connor,
I
I am
got
going
you.
to mail poop to your house.
Oh, you
I'm
don't know
going-
where I live, so that's fine.
It's okay. I'll find out. I'm gonna mail poop to your house.
She has a very particular set of skills.
And nailing poop.
That's where we will end the session. As Ward, you look up, you see him holding the hammer above, almost trembling, and the voices of the priests and acolytes behind chanting over and over in unison, strike, strike, strike.
I am tempted to cut off his hands.
Oh my God.
Just this fucking flash. Cut off
Take
his
his
hands.
hands. Just
Let's
take
get into
them.
a round of shoutouts.
Ugh.
We'll start with the wee Brotatoe.
What up? It's your boy, Brotatoe. Every Sunday, my throat hurts at this time, and it's strange. I can't work out why.
Weird.
It's the main reason I make him go to sleep all the time, so I don't have to talk that much. Wow. Good episode, Jay. /
Thank you.
everyone else, but
No.
everyone else except for Connor. You fucking asshole. Jay knows how to play you with giving you a weapon, a nice bit of loot. Oh, just pick up that loot. Pick up a loot. Well, it's okay. It's just a magical ring, which fucking fuck up everything in your life. Oh, it's alright. It's just a magical fucking hammer, which I bring forth for God to fight. It's okay. You're gonna kill everyone. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna get over it. My name's Brad Werter. I stream on the Twitch. It's mostly PUBG, but I do D&D as well. But I don't think there's any D&D now for 2 weeks on anyone's channels because everyone's at TwitchCon.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
all the TableStory shows are
I think everything.
postponed until TwitchCon fucks us up. Sorry, guys.
All the TwitchCon is down, but I'm not going to TwitchCon, so you can watch
No.
my stream where I'll probably abuse you and berate you until you unfollow anyway. So you can do that if you like that. It's the opposite of Frisk's stream. That's what it is. You go to Frisk's stream and she's like nice and charming and adorable, and you come to me and it's like, get the fuck out of here. Horrific. So
Short quote.
if you don't like Frisk, you're welcome to come and spend time with me so that I can ban you instantly for not liking Frisk. All right, that's me. I don't know. I can't fucking speak.
Oh,
I can't think of anything. I've got to go and have like a kind of meeting-y thing now, and I'm just gonna be sat there going, "Shut the fuck up! I need to think about how to kill a god instantly as soon as it's summoned into the room that my character's in." God damn.
What's on your mind there, Brett? Just Talos. No big deal.
Oh, it's
Don't
just
worry about
fucking Talos in the fucking room. We're dead. We're probably all gonna die or something's gonna. I don't know. Okay.
I don't want to die.
I would make them fight the god. If this was my campaign, this is the moment when I'm about to summon a god into the room and you have to fight it.
At
Be
level
like, bam.
4?
Yeah.
At level 4, you guys can fight a god, right?
Fight a god at level 4.
I ran-
You don't
but
have to
the
fight
thing-
a god. Come on, you think I'm gonna play all my cards in 2 fucking sessions?
Yeah, no. I run a Final Fantasy campaign, so 9 times out of 10, everything's just leveling up with you. So if you fight a god at level 1, then it's the same as fighting it at level 20. Just because that way I have the excuse to throw a god at you at level 4.
If there was
or
a
whatever.
god, y'all would be dead.
Yeah, a proper god. I don't think anyone's
It's not in
ever
the
really
room yet.
fought a real...
No, this is a fake god. Let's all be honest.
Zot, what's up, buddy? You okay there?
No. I'm dead inside.
Look at us
I'm
all.
actually
Look at
dead
all of
inside.
us. We're all just like...
I called it from the very
Stop it!
I hate 15 weapons for a reason. Chat, it's your fault.
Yeah,
I hope
chat.
you're
Fuck
proud.
you, chat.
Twitch.tv/Zapbot. Subscribe now for more rating and sadness and some sort of other bullshit. I've been playing Guild Wars 2, Warframe, soon to be Destiny 2 as soon as TwitchCon's over, so gonna kill Cronus, Jay. That's about it. That hi.
Frisk?
Hi, my name's Frisk, and I'm dead inside.
Hi, Frisk.
If you would like to follow me at twitch.tv/Frisk, you could watch me cry myself to sleep. Probably shit myself.
Okay.
No, dude, seriously, like as you're saying that the thunder is going on and the doors are closed, like all I see as Ethel is me outside the doors, pacing, having like thunder PTSD and just shitting myself.
Anybody.
I'm hoping that just a load of random things attack the crowd and you three have to deal with that.
I don't know why you guys think this is like the end of the world, man. I have no idea.
I don't know fucking why, Jay. Fucking Ragnarok.
Are you kidding me? There's like a god summoning.
There's a
like,
god summoning. The sky is fucking darkening.
Oh no. He
Like,
just
I'm
wants
a
to watch,
halfling
guys. He just
bard.
wants to watch Kaylee Aldwin be, ascended with the god of bones. The king of bones.
Lord of Bones.
Sorry, Lord of...
Oh.
Lord of bones. My apologies. Lord
That's
of
how I feel right now.
That
Go
biatch.
follow the whole cast, guys. Exclamation point cast in the chat or below in the YouTube. Connor, my
Puppet.
my new Thor.
Puppet.
My new
Kick him.
Guinea
puppet.
pig.
Kick him
Guinea
out.
pig.
Kick him out.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? You
Yeah.
okay?
This is gonna be meta, but like, there's a part of me that loves this, and there's a part of me that hates this.
I didn't want to bring out the suggestion. I did not want to bring it out, but she is hell fucking bent on this. The Nat 1 though. Mwah!
Oh my god, yeah.
Thank
Fucking
you, roll
fuck's
20.
Sake.
Mwah!
How does it know? How does roll 20 always fucking know?
Oh,
It's like roll 20.
I love you, roll 20. I love you so much.
It's always me as well. It's like,
Yeah,
no,
it is.
I'm gonna get a crit one here. Just watch.
You do that.
Oh man, it's okay. That happens to me every time. I'm like, guys, I'm the greatest. Don't worry, Nat 1. Like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, man.
Incredible.
I did not. I kind of expected something was gonna like plot twist, but in response to Kaylee, that was a shock.
I'm sorry. The servant
I
of
almost started
Kaylee
just like
had the
yelling.
hammer.
I'm just so mad.
The servant of Kaylee had the hammer. Who
Yeah,
the-
I know. I realized that. I realized that last week. I was like,
I love how you guys think this is like the worst thing in the world. When like next week, it's just gonna strike and a flower is gonna grow or some shit. Like,
no, but that's the thing. Part of me
God,
absolutely
the flower.
loves.
If you die.
Part of me loves this. Like, the world's fucked. I wanted like that whole God's coming down is gonna fuck everything up.
There's no way these guys are not evil.
Then you get the group of heroes. They're like, all right, we're gonna fuck him up.
There's no way these guys are not evil. That fucking thing coming through the fucking thing last week and was like,
People
my
are-
master of demons. You were like, fucking Jesus.
People avoiding the temple for a reason.
I feel like we're gonna come back next weekend. Like we're over here worrying our hearts out. We're gonna come back next weekend, and it's gonna just be all like, all aboard the freaking train express to the freaking underworld. Like
It's either going to be that or Jay's going to be like, you summon aha, and they start playing Take On Me, and you all join in, and the town is...
take me on. They're all like chanting
Everyone's
and
like-
going side to side.
That's right.
Take on
Talos
me.
is the god
Flash
of
mob.
80s,
the god of 80s rock.
80s pop rock.
Yeah, as soon as the last chord is struck, everyone's heads explode. Just to get your hopes up.
Care.
That's great.
Oh yeah, it's not next weekend. Chat's reminding us. Not next weekend. The weekend
It's
after.
the weekend after, yeah.
Caroline.
Hi guys, I'm OMG Vandy. I'm gonna be at TwitchCon too, so if you're gonna be there, come say hi. And
Yikes.
what do you mean yikes? Fuck you.
These guys.
Why go
CJ.
together?
Well, I mean, okay, come
Details?
say hi
Come on.
to me and Jay.
Oh what?
Um,
No.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, or don't say hi to Jay, whatever.
No, no,
Yeah,
I don't
Jay
like
and
people.
Jay and I will be flying out together, so that's cool. But yeah, no, and tomorrow we're playing the new, what's it called? The new South Park game, the Fractured Butthole.
Fresh your butthole.
Which is what
So,
Gorthes is gonna have after all of this.
is that a gay
Yes.
joke?
You mean, no, it's actually.
Well, yeah. Talos and Gorthes are gonna be lovers.
That's what he's doing. He's summoning
Are you sure
himself a
Bigglesby's not gonna
boyfriend.
get a little jealous? Like,
I don't
Every
know.
chance I get, I'm
I
smearing
got a
shit
bitch
all
I can do
over
what I
him.
want. 10 bucks
Um,
for sure, wherever I want.
All right.
Yeah, I forgot to mention. Sorry, twitch.tv/conference.
No.
Yeah.
Hey.
Exclam cast in the
Never
chat.
go
Someone do
there.
it for me.
You must never go there.
Again.
Simba.
Follow me at
Down in the-
twitch.tv/summit1g.
Never go there.
Get some
Please
1Gs in the
subscribe to
chat.
me at twitch.tv/inexpensivegamer.
Oh my god.
Um,
Oh my god. Mr. 8,000 viewers now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys on the 29th. And guys, gals, and non-binary pals, see you next Sunday. Not the Sunday this coming, but the next Sunday after. Bye.
Bye.